Smash that like button and subscribe right now.
This video features materials protected by the Fair Use Guidelines of Section 107 of the Copyright Act. All rights reserved to the copyright owners.
Is this thing on? Hello everyone. Thanks for joining us at the bar. Don't forget to take care of your server, even if that happens to be you. Let's head over to the table to see what Bob, Jason, and Brian are up to today.
All right, here we are, another Friday. How's everybody doing? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Big crowd tonight.
I know, did you hear that big crowd come in? That was insane. Yes.
If you can find a step of stadium crowd, that'd be even better. You know, like we're playing what is it up in New York, Madison Square Garden?
Yeah, hang on a second. I was checking the feed. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think that would be bigger. Or I could just go with something like a couple of people clap and then you hear people leaving the room. Let me do that one. That'd probably be a little better. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. We are missing Mr. Jason again today. He is missed. So
here in the next few minutes, we'll think of some reason why he's not here.
Yeah, we'll think of some reason eventually why he's not here. Anyways, welcome. It's Friday night. It is September the 3rd. Man, this year has gone by quick.
It has. It really has. We're on Labor Day weekend, so it's a 3-day weekend.
Yes.
And I needed it. And I didn't even realize, it didn't dawn on me that it was a 3-day weekend until about 4 hours ago.
Yeah, I didn't realize it until a couple of days ago. 4 hours ago?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I was just rocking through the week, and I was actually working with somebody on a project, and it was like, okay, well, we can finish this on Monday, and they're like, yeah, we're not going to be here Monday. I was like, guess I'm not either. So.
Yeah, I guess I'm not either. Yeah, exactly. You know, you want to hear something weird that happened to me this morning? It's the most goofiest shit. Have you ever done this before? I know it's going to sound weird, but have you ever woke up, weighed yourself, and then go, oh, I need to take a piss, and then took a piss, and then weighed yourself again?
No, because I always take a piss first, then weigh myself.
Okay, well, this is what's weird. I never realized this, but I get on the scale, and I weigh myself.
Yeah.
And it says fat.
Yeah.
And so then I'm like, all right,
So you should get a stand on the scale and it says, well, one of you please get off.
Yeah, no shit. So I get on it. I thought, oh crap, man, I need a piss. So I walk over there. Dude, that's the longest piss I have taken in history.
Okay. Did you weigh yourself again afterwards?
Yes.
Okay.
And I weighed 2 pounds less. I pissed 2 pounds of piss.
That's only a quart.
That's ridiculous, though. I would have never thought that. Marion,
it's only a
every
quart.
damn morning.
Yeah, whenever you get okay. Have you ever woke up and you may have drank a beer too many the night before going to bed?
Yeah, like last Saturday.
Yeah. And then you wake up in the morning and your bladder is so full you can't go.
No, I've never done that.
Oh, it is a painful process. And then you kind of got to go a little bit to like just relieve some of the pain.
Yeah.
And it's an iterative process. It takes a while.
I've never had that.
Oh, it's rough.
Yeah. Now, last weekend, we met up with our buddy Marion and our buddy Nick.
And she's in the chat right now, too.
Yeah, she's in the chat right now. And Marion, I drank too much of your beer. It was ridiculous. But hey, my tab was really cheap. I don't know how, but God, I drank a lot of that
Mine
beer.
was not.
How much was yours?
It was over $200.
Are you serious? Yeah. Did they somehow put my beer on yours?
I don't care if they did or not.
It was ridiculous. I get my bill. I can't remember that much because I never looked down. I go, oh, $56. Fuck, all right. And I'm like, argh. And then we're going down the road and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to tip them. And the wife's like, no, I gave him some money. I said, okay, good.
Yeah.
Because I do not want to hear from that Bob. Hey, Mr. $2.
Yeah. Brian's notoriously cheap tipper.
No, I'm only cheap if you give me bad service.
But it's a pizza delivery guy.
A pizza delivery guy looks like he's ready to go fondle somebody. He's a really weird dude, and I didn't like his vibe.
But maybe he couldn't afford a real vibe. If you should have tipped him more, he could have improved his lifestyle a little bit.
It was bad enough that I had to take the ranch dressing from him. I don't know if the lid had been on off it or not.
So, that beer that Marion brewed.
Yes.
The bar normally opens up at noon.
Yeah.
But since her beer is named 11 o'clock kickoff beer, and the reason it's named that is for the football games that start at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
And you're not ready for beer yet.
Yes.
You're still ready for coffee. So she brewed a coffee cream ale.
It was good.
And they opened up specially just to serve the 11 o'clock kickoff beer at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
And from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., I was there.
I think I left about 4.
And they closed at 11. And I know that that's not the first time I've ever closed a bar, but I think it's the first time that I've ever opened and closed a bar.
You know, that's true. How often do you do that? Not very often. That's like Marion's probably done it a lot, but I'm just kidding, Marion. But no, I don't think I've ever opened a bar and closed a bar.
Yeah.
That is something in life that's, I guess you could say, a bucket list.
I never had it on my bucket list.
Well, you can add it that you did
I can
it.
add it and check it off.
Yeah, no shit. I didn't think of it that way.
Yeah.
Now, I left about 4. I went home. I remember I walked through the house. I found the bed, and then I woke up at 8:30 with this headache that felt like somebody was taking a spike and driving it in the back of my head. I keep forgetting that Brian does not do too well, number one, with beer. Second of all, beer out of a keg, Brian does not do very well with.
Yeah.
So, but it was good
Well,
beer. It was worth the pain.
Well, back in the day, you were always a quantity over quality guy anyway.
Yeah,
Like,
I was.
how many cases can I get for $2?
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I mean, what,
Apparently-
Milwaukee's Beast?
Yeah, apparently $2 is like your everything's $2.
Hey, you're the one that bought Midnight Dragon. You're not going to be able to live that one down. That was the worst beer in history. That was worse than Milwaukee's Beast,
Okay.
and that's pretty bad.
I had $80 in my pocket, and that had to get the entire group of us through the entire weekend with beer.
Yeah.
I went to the liquor store.
Because the rest of us too broken poor to go get anything.
So the beer budget was $80 for the weekend.
Yeah, I know.
And I went into the liquor
even
store.
Bush wasn't that cheap.
No.
Oh, yeah, wait, you said how much was that shit?
$5 a case. They had a closeout special.
Closeout special.
It's 16-ounce tall boys of Midnight Dragon Lager.
Have you seen it since?
Yes.
They still sell it.
No.
Oh, okay.
But I think that they do still sell an ale, a Midnight Dragon ale.
Hey,
But
wait a minute. On one of the shows, we did look that up, didn't we? On one of the shows? I think we looked up one of the cans of it and we tried to find it. Or was that one of Jason's tequilas or your tequila? I can't remember. But I can remember it was kind of a bluish can, right?
Dark blue.
Dark blue.
Dark blue can.
Yeah, and then it had like, I guess, a dragon on the front of
Yep.
it.
Yep. Silver logo or a silver lettering.
Yeah.
Midnight Dragon Lager.
Ooh, man, that was insane.
But it was 16-ounce tall boy cans, 24 cans for $5.
Oh, yeah.
They just loaded up the hand truck. I got 16 cases.
Yeah. See, normally I said hell yeah, but I was glad that you got that much beer, but that beer was just awful. Didn't we end up finding some other beer? Or did we end up actually drinking that?
We ended up drinking it all.
But I think there was some rum there too that probably held everybody over, right?
Well, I think that we had some actual decent beer that we started off with. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
we bootstrapped to the Midnight Dragon.
Was that the same trip where you crawled in your truck and turned on the air conditioner?
That's
And you
prob-
slept for like an entire day?
Yeah, because I had a headache.
Yeah.
I got a heat exhaustion or something.
Yeah, and you
That's
actually
messing
you
with
came
me.
out of that truck, and I swear to God, the frost was like steam and frost was just coming off
Yeah.
of you from being so damn cold.
Okay, that was a different
Nissan.
trip.
Oh, was that a different one? Okay.
Yeah, because the trip with the Midnight Dragon, we had to figure out how to keep 16 cases of that cold for the weekend, and I basically turned the bed of my truck into an ice chest.
Oh, yeah, that was it. Okay.
So-
It was that little white Nissan. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
and there was just barely enough room in the bed of the truck to sleep.
Whatever happened to that truck?
I have no idea.
You don't know?
Uh-uh.
It just disappeared one day, didn't it?
No, I sold it, and then
Oh, you
yeah.
sold it. Oh, okay. All right. I thought like you let someone borrow it and it just never came back.
No.
All right. We had that about Bill White Truck last night. What? Oh, we had a chat about the white truck last night. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, did y'all hang out last night?
No.
Oh, Mary must be talking about someone else she was chatting with.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right.
No, that truck, that's the same truck that we took down the railroad tracks.
Yeah. I thought I took my van down that. No, it was the white truck, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a crazy night.
Yeah, that was the night.
I still don't know why we went down the railroad tracks.
We were trying to ditch that girl that had leached onto us and was trying to get us to give her a ride home.
Oh, yeah. I
And-
was like, nah, I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah.
I was throwing beers off the bleacher.
You were. It was the Toadies concert.
Toadies! I love the Toadies.
Yeah, they had one song that everybody knew.
And then everybody started leaving, and I got mad.
And Brian got mad because the only song that anybody knew had just been played, so the crowd was dispersing. He climbs up on top of a fence post and starts yelling, "Top 40, go home."
Hell yeah, dude. I ain't got time to deal with that shit.
So we stayed for the rest of that concert, and somehow this gal had leached onto us, and she was way past drunk.
Yeah, she was. Yeah,
She was sloppy.
And I guess she got sloppy, and her friends got tired of it, and they just left her.
And so they pawned her off on two guys that they didn't even know.
Exactly.
And she was wanting us to take her somewhere. We offered to take her home.
Yes.
And she didn't want to go home. She wanted to go party someplace else. And we were just like, "No, we ain't going to."
No, we're not doing this. We're going to take you home, and then you just walk away. I had enough of that shit.
I mean, okay, back in the day.
Back in the day, what? Did you just have a brain fart?
No, it just.
Are you thinking the story you don't want to say or something?
Well, back in the day, the only thing I turned face down. But this girl was just sloppy drunk and just would not have even been any kind of fun at all. I mean, this is the kind of girl that'd throw up on your dick.
And you're very aware of those kind of girls.
It's happened.
Oh, man. Well, hey, Marion, where's Nick at tonight? Is he out and around, up and down, doing something? Hanging out?
So
raising hell? What's he doing? I don't know why our automated switcher keeps giving me shit. I don't know why it keeps stopping, and I don't know why. Oh, I know why now. God, I'm so stupid. No comments, Bob.
I'm not saying a thing. So anyway, last Saturday, we're at the brewery, and I guess it's about 8 o'clock, maybe 8:30, and we emptied the first keg. Yeah. They went to put the second keg on, and it had not carbonated enough to be served yet.
God, I can't believe I went through the first keg.
So first keg done.
I think I drank half of it. And
since the second keg wasn't ready yet, we claimed victory because we drank all the beer that could have been drank out of that particular batch.
Yeah.
So
all I can tell you on that night, I remember talking to Marion a couple times. I remember us going to that other bar and drinking some of those cider beers, which the wife really liked. That
it's
place.
Not cider beer; it's cider.
It's cider.
Cider.
It's not a beer. It's just cider.
Correct. It's made out of apples.
Yeah, maybe that's why I didn't like it. I didn't care for it. She loved it.
Yeah.
It was too sweet to me. Cool place though. I mean, I enjoyed that part of it.
Yeah. And the neat thing is they've got like 16 ciders on tap, and so you can get a flight of ciders, and that's 4.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you get 4 flights, you've tested everything that they've got.
Yeah, the wife was really impressed how you ordered those. I guess you ordered them online and then paid them with Apple Pay. Is what she thought.
No, I gave him a card.
Some reason she thinks you paid with Apple Pay. She goes, I thought that was so neat. He already had them ordered and he paid with Apple Pay. I don't know how he did it. I was like, oh, maybe he had a website. I have no idea.
No, I went up, I think I got the last flight. I told the bartender, I said, go ahead and tab me out. I gave her my card.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you done it the old-fashioned way. You just went up like anybody normally would, handed over a card and said, I'll pick up my card when I'm done.
No, I didn't even do that. I just handed her my card and said, we've ordered we're going to walk back over to the other place now. And
okay. That's what's going on. Yeah.
Print the receipt.
Yeah. She still thinks that you done it through Apple Pay on a website or something or an app.
I'm magic.
Yeah, you are. Magic Bob.
Now, Nick showed me an app the other day that you could actually do that. Apparently it is some kind of a new thing that they've got going on with bars that they tie your credit card to your bar visit. Mm-hmm. And so whenever you walk in, you show them your card or whatever, your phone, the app, they scan a code, and then
it links to that
your tab's open. That way, if you forget to tab out or too drunk to tab out or whatever, they can automatically tab you out at the end of the evening, and away you go.
Smart idea. You know that's going to go over well.
I think so.
Yeah. See, why does everybody think all the good shit? I'm going to think of it.
But the interesting thing is whenever you open a tab there at the brewery, you can just give them your card to hold for you and stuff. But what makes it problematic is if you're going to another bar before you want to tab out at the first bar. And it's really weird because I've never left one bar and went to another bar without tabbing out first. So
yeah, I never have either. I thought that was kind of neat.
Yeah, you leave one bar, go to the other, have a couple of more drinks, then come back to the original bar. And
yeah, that's pretty neat.
And continue your roll.
Which reminds me, I forgot. Marion, thank you for the drink. I remember you buying me a drink. Yes. Okay.
Yay.
I just totally forgot.
Yeah.
All this is coming back to me. Dude, my hangover was for 3 days.
So we're doing it again tomorrow?
No.
Come on, it's a 3-day weekend.
No. Brian's going to act like the 48-year-old man that he is.
Come on now.
Now, Sunday, I'm going to a birthday party. And everybody's going to laugh at me, but I'm going to have some seltzer beer.
White Claw.
I haven't had any of that. Is it any good?
I don't know.
I hear people making fun of it. People are like, yeah, I get some White Claw because I'm so trendy. And I'm like, I don't know. I've never tried it. I always see people drinking it.
Yeah, I haven't either. But
did you know Sonic has their own hard cider out?
I've heard it tastes not as good as you would want.
Really? Yeah. I was kind of shocked, like Sonic hard cider.
Yeah, it's something like it's a cherry limeade hard cider or something like that.
Yeah. I had the...
as much as I'd love to support a local brand, they're not a local brand anymore. They got bought out. And
yeah, no doubt. What's the other? Is it Truly? Is that the name of it? Truly? Does that sound familiar? Or Truly called a cider called, not cider.
I don't know.
A seltzer called Truly? I think there is one.
No, a seltzer, yeah.
I think so. Uh-oh. The wife's trying to call me. Sorry. What's going on there, Bob? What are you doing over there?
I was looking at, what did you say, that Truly?
I think it's called Truly.
Truly hard seltzer.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there it is. Here, we'll give him a free plug. Well, somebody messed with my damn button. All right, here we go.
You messed with your button.
No, I haven't touched this damn thing, and all of a sudden it's reset. So, okay, here we go.
That's interesting.
There we go. Did you pull it up?
Not yet.
Oh, man, we are not together today.
Okay, it's up.
Okay, there it is.
All right, so you got the berry mix pack, the Cornerstone, Old Reliable, black cherry, wild berry, blueberry, and acai. Oh, blueberry and acai is a combined flavor, and raspberry lime. Okay, so this whole blueberry and acai bullshit.
I don't know anything about it.
All right, so do you think they really came up, they set out to achieve the blueberry and acai flavor, or do you think they got somewhere close to blueberry and like, fuck it, let's just name it blueberry and something?
They probably could.
You know, I think they do that a lot with jelly beans too. Like they don't really set out to name 87 different flavors of jelly beans. They put some flavors together and it's like 10 taste testers in a row. Go, what does this taste like to you?
Yeah,
well, that's coconut dreamsicle. Okay, we'll name it.
Coconut dreamsicle.
Yeah. Oh, we've got root beer smoothie. Root beer float.
Yeah, just people are thinking of different names and give different things.
Yeah, and then a few years ago they came out with those disgusting jelly beans that, depending on they look identical, but if you pick the wrong one, the right one tastes like lemonade, but the wrong one tastes like boogers. Yeah, that was just
nasty.
Yeah, why do you want to play that game? It's only a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Dude, just carry on for just a second. I apologize. I've got to answer this. I'm sorry, folks. Give me 1 minute. Tell a story, Bob.
Well, I went to see the Stripes on Sunday.
Cool.
1981 came out. I was a little bit young for that material. Didn't see it on HBO till a couple of years later. And I've always wanted to see it in the theater. And 40th anniversary, got to do that. Went to the theater. There was only like 6 people in that thing. And you know, I know that it's shown on TV quite a bit and everything, but there's just something about the experience of the movie. In fact, I was actually sitting there and I don't ever remember the actual first few minutes of the movie as they showed it at the movie theater. And I'm wondering if they actually edited out the first couple of minutes for for TV purposes, whether they needed to cut down a couple of minutes because of, commercials or anything like that, because I just don't remember ever seeing the real first couple of minutes of the movie.
You don't know if they cut any of it out?
Well, whenever I've seen it on TV before, they always start with him picking up the old lady in the cab.
Okay.
But there's an actual scene prior to that of him getting stiffed on a fair by a couple of guys that puts him in proximity to where the old lady's wanting to get into the cab.
Did they show that at the theater?
Yes,
Okay,
they did.
But when you normally see it, you don't
I don't remember it.
Oh, really?
But I don't know if that's because I'm tuning into it 5 minutes after it starts and just wasn't paying attention.
Oh, well, that's true.
Or,
too. Yeah.
or if they just might have trimmed that off for editing purposes, or I don't know.
That's just, it's weird how they let us shit out sometimes.
Yeah.
Did you end up the walking farts?
No. Why would I do that?
I don't know. It's happened before.
It happened once, I think.
Once, so you're willing to admit.
No, if I'd admit that once, I'd admit it multiple times.
So now I'm guessing you've never seen that movie on the big screen.
No.
Okay, so was it pretty cool seeing it on the big screen?
It really was.
Yeah.
It
awesome.
was. And there's just something about being in a theater, bucket of popcorn, no interruptions. You actually get to take in the entire movie.
Yeah, exactly.
So, anytime that I've got the opportunity to go see one of those, 20, 30, 40-year anniversary movies, I like to go watch them, especially if I like the movie to begin with.
How was the picture in it?
It was beautiful.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it better than actually when you remember seeing it on TV and like it was like a good quality, decent for what it was?
Honestly, I can't remember if I've actually seen it in a high def version on modern HD
I know,
4K.
I haven't seen
TVs.
that movie in years.
Yeah, but
I just always have that part where he sticks her on the oven and starts scraping her butt.
he gives her the hot
spatula.
Jemima treatment, the Aunt Jemima treatment.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That was hot.
Yeah, the girl in a spatula.
Yep, girl in a spatula. How much more fun can you have?
They're checking out the general's house.
Yes. And then wasn't it him and old girl come out of that hope chest or something?
The Foot Locker.
The Foot Locker at the end of the bed.
Yep, they certainly did. Yeah,
pretty awesome. I love that movie.
We probably shouldn't be giving many spoilers on this one.
Well, if you haven't seen it yet, there's a couple of parts from it, but if you haven't seen it yet, you need to go see it. It's definitely a Bill Murray classic.
Yeah, it really is. And then before the movie started, they had a Zoom conference call between Bill Murray and Ivan Reitman, who's the director.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just talking about making the movie, and they've made several movies together, and that was kind of neat. So I totally enjoyed that. But I'm kind of wondering how that all got set up, because I don't even think Bill Murray has a cell phone, and he doesn't even have an answering machine. And I've heard
he's real basic. That's what I get from him.
I've heard that even if he's home and his phone rings, he may answer it, he may not.
He is probably one of the coolest celebrities that lives on the face of this earth, in my opinion. The stories I've heard about him, like you've heard the one where he went and made drinks at a party.
Yep.
You've heard the one where he played kickball.
Yep.
He's been invited to several other parties that people have band playing, and he showed up. He's just known for that.
And I've heard of guys will be sitting around a bar having a bachelor party, and he'll just pull up a chair.
Yeah. Can you imagine sitting around having a drink with Bill Murray? God, that'd be so awesome. We should try to get him on the show. What do you think?
I don't think he'd answer the phone.
Probably not.
That's probably one of the most exclusive phone numbers in Hollywood.
Yeah, probably. I heard an old interview with him on Howard Stern the other day, and he was just so relaxed and just laid back, and Howard's like,
why wouldn't you be?
Yeah, I mean,
you're Bill
amazing.
Murray. I mean, he's what, 70? He's got to be at least 70 by now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the dude's amazing. I've always enjoyed his shows. Every movie he's ever been in. I think over the last few years, he did a bunch of some older movies that were really cool.
Well, he did.
Not older, but some not in his area, I guess you could say.
Well, he was in Zombieland a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was really cool.
Yeah, they showed Bill Murray's house.
Right.
Yeah, that was really good. Did you find a picture of him, an older one?
Oh, well, I can find tons of old pictures. There you go.
Yeah, there's that one. Hang on a second here. Stupid thing. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, there's that one.
Okay, so if if Stripes is 40 years old, then he would have been about 30 whenever they filmed it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So is that the old, now can you find an older picture of him? So it looks like these
Possibly.
days?
Oh, you mean whenever you say older, you mean
I mean more recent. Let me rephrase it. More recent. No, that's not him, Bob.
No, but this is this is the brewery we were at.
Oh, was that it right there?
Yeah, last Saturday.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool angle.
There's the table. If you can see the mouse, there's the table that you were
hammered at.
Yeah.
I wonder if the hot sauce is still sitting over there.
Probably.
Yeah.
They probably picked that up. I'm like,
can you imagine who looked inside that and went, what the hell is this?
Oh, they I'm sure I know what they thought it was, and it wasn't anything.
Yeah, what anything bad, because that stuff is pretty rank looking, but it's so good.
Yeah, it's great looking salsa, or great tasting salsa. But,
yeah, no doubt.
But if you're not prepared for what it looks like, you're not thinking a styrofoam cup full of it is salsa.
Yeah, no shit.
You're thinking somebody left a barf bag at the table.
Ugh. Yeah.
So let me see here.
All right, so he's going to try to find us an old picture. Hey, if anybody's out there, get on in our chat room. We're also on Discord. You can find us at @the-bar-podcast. We are there, or you can join us over in the YouTube and Facebook, and I think over there on D Live. Yeah, we're on that.
Is this what you're looking for?
Yeah, there's more recent. Look at him. He just looks like a happy dude. Look at him.
Why wouldn't you be happy? You're Bill Murray.
Yeah. Did you hear the story about him to where they said that they asked him to do Ghostbusters? And he goes, yeah, I probably will. Yeah, sure. I don't know. They didn't know if he was actually going to be in the damn movie until the day they started filming. He walked up and said, hey, we're going to do this?
Really?
Yeah, they didn't know because he wouldn't give a solid answer. And once again, I don't think he was answering his phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine waking up going, do I want to wake up and do a cult classic?
Okay, so they were actually talking about that on the Zoom meeting.
Oh, really?
Where Ivan Reitman was asking Bill Murray, he was like, "Do you remember that? This part was specifically written for you, and we kept trying to get you to do it, and you're like, maybe, and we didn't have a plan B, and that probably wasn't a very good,
probably not,
very good option, but they didn't have a plan B, so."
They had to go with what they had. Thank God he showed up.
So
you know he enjoys that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to Stripes.
Okay.
All right. So in the movie, they basically make the army look like a bunch of buffoons.
Oh, they do big time. Yes.
Okay, but they filmed this on an actual army base.
Actually, how they got by with it.
Well, I'm just wondering, what does the army actually think whenever movie companies make them out to be buffoons?
I don't know.
And they've done that with several movies over the years. That they had there was that one about the Army Reserves where it was the Hollywood division, and these guys, they were just a bunch of unemployed actors that were using the National Guard or the Army Reserves to get at least a monthly paycheck of a little bit of money so that they could finance their acting careers. Mm-hmm. And, then you got Stripes, you've got
Platoon.
But that was more probably realistic. And
yeah, that's true too.
And I was thinking of that one movie with it's got Robert Downey Jr. in it, and
Thunder.
Thunder Road or something like that.
No, that's a Garth Brooks song.
Thunder Alley.
Thunder Chicken. I don't know. Look it up. I have no idea. But, I can't remember the name of it.
Doesn't that also have Iron Man?
Yeah, it's got what's the name? That's where he wore blackface in it.
Yeah.
And boy, he ain't caught no crap over it yet. Robert Downey Jr. That's who it was.
I was looking up Morton Downey Jr.
Yeah,
Do you remember that fuck?
Oh, Jesus. That's his dad, wasn't it? Yeah.
No, they're no relation.
I really always thought that was his dad.
Are you kidding me?
I seriously thought it was.
Brian.
I don't know.
Brian, what is... You're kidding me, right?
No, that's what I always heard.
Wow.
So I never looked it up. I always just heard that was his dad. I don't know. Was his dad a famous actor? Probably not.
Brian.
What? I'm just being honest.
What? Okay. What is Iron Man's name?
Iron Man? I don't know. What is it? Iron Man.
No. I'm talking. Okay.
Robert Downey Jr.
Okay. Now then, you thought who was his who
was his dad? Who am I talking about? Morton Downey. Yes,
right.
Yeah.
If Morton Downey had a son that was a junior, what would his name be?
I didn't even think about that.
If
All right, you got me.
Robert Downey Jr.'s dad's probably name is Robert Downey, not Morton Downey.
Well, he could have changed his name to Robert just for movie's sake. Hey, have you looked that up? Yeah. Let's prove this. Who's his dad? Look it up. Yeah, let's see how wrong I am. Maybe I'm not wrong.
Okay, his dad was Robert Downey Sr., who is also an actor in a film called Pound.
Oh, okay, I was wrong. Pound Me Too? Was her second one? I'm sorry. Okay, so there we go. You answered it. See, but now he could have honestly changed his first name for reasons, even though he kept the Downey Jr. But now we see that really wasn't his dad. I don't know who told me that, but I never looked it up, and I was like, oh, well, okay, well, maybe that's why that's his dad. Oh, maybe it really is.
Yeah, that's probably something that you've passed on to other people too, isn't it?
I got a lot of people thinking that. Yes.
What's
the movie?
What?
What's it called? Thunder.
I don't know. I've got on a tangent with Robert Downey Sr.
Yeah, I know you.
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder. There we go. Yeah. Tropic Thunder. It sounds like a bad 80s movie. I think that was kind of what it was all about, wasn't it? In a way. I never saw it. I just remember I know he played that in the movie.
I think Tropic Thunder was just a spoof about the different Army movies out.
Yeah, probably.
About
I think it's a classic, and it's one of those cult classic type things.
It's a parody of many famous war films.
Oh, there you go. Maybe I need to watch it someday. That's like when I first saw the very first Anchorman. God, I thought it was stupid. Second time I saw it, I loved it. And
really?
I've watched it several times. It's a great movie. And then the second one came out, went saw it in the theaters, and I left during half of it.
Have you ever seen it again to see how?
No, I've thought about trying to watch it again, but it seemed like they tried way too hard. But it had been quite a few years since the movie. Maybe I'd grown up a little bit. I don't know. Or just saw things different.
That's like Jim Carrey's Dumb and Dumber.
That second one, I didn't really care for it.
I didn't like the first one. I didn't even attempt to go see the second one.
It was all right. It wasn't what everybody gave it. Do you realize what happened with that? The other night, that movie's on. My wife goes, "Oh, this would be a great movie for the kids to sit down and watch with us."
Okay.
And I was there thinking, yeah, okay, that's cool. I'll let them watch it. We get to watch it, and all of a sudden, all these scenes start coming up. Totally forgot about the scene of him in the bathroom.
I don't even remember that.
The scene where he looks on the wall and says, "Be here at this certain time for a good time," and he turns around.
There's a glory hole?
No, it's just someone writing on the wall, and he looks at his watch. He looks down, he goes, and the door opens, and it's this big old redneck guy, and he pulls down his pants. There's all his pubes and everything right in front of Jim Carrey's face. My daughter just trying to looks at me, and I go, "Oh my God, fast forward. It's weird. A lot of these old classic movies that we were used to seeing that we found so funny, and we thought they were just good humor.
They're dirty.
You bring in kids in, and then all of a sudden you start realizing all the shit that you didn't think anything about.
You're right.
Now you got kids in front of you that are making you realize, oh, shit. Do you know how bad it is when your 9-year-old daughter looks at you because some guy's face is slammed in a stall and then some guy's zipping his pants? I felt like such a dumbass. I'm like, all right, we got to turn this off. That's it. And the wife's like, I don't ever remember that movie being like that. I was like, neither do I.
Yeah.
Thanks, kids.
Maybe that was the director's cut. Maybe they're sneaking things in there for you just to mess with you because they know you're watching it on the DVD.
I remember the part where he came in and when he looks on the wall and he reads, "Be it here such and such time," and then the stall door comes open. But I don't remember the whole pubes and all that other crap going on. Yeah, it was really messed up.
Yeah.
And then she was trying to, there was another movie she was trying to, I can't remember. She goes, "That'd be a good movie for them to see." I said, "No."
Yeah.
She goes, "Why?" And I'd kind of tell her a few things. She goes, "Oh, yeah." I can't remember what movie that one was, but it was coming on. And I said, "No, I might think of it here in a minute."
Yeah.
Let you know here, hopefully here in the next 30 minutes or so, hopefully Chris is going to join us from Canada.
Okay, cool.
So let you know, I'm waiting on him and see if he shows up.
Depends on if his little one goes down easily or not.
Yes, if his little darling goes to sleep.
No.
We got to wait and see.
Well, they are 2 hours ahead of us, so he's...
Yeah, so he's looking about 9 o'clock right now. Yeah. So, yeah.
So she'll only get up 30 or 40 more times to figure out something to do.
When the kids are growing up with you, did you go through all that too?
No.
You didn't? God, my kids, I cut my finger. Hey, yesterday, and you're like, go to bed. And you can never get them to go to bed. You never had that problem.
They were 11, 13, and 15.
I thought the youngest was younger than that.
No.
Well, still, even 11. You didn't have that problem?
No, let their
man, my
mom deal
kids-
with that stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, but that don't work in my house like that. I'm right in the middle of it. And of course, I always make it worse sometimes because, like, got a bad. So, yeah. Anyways, what else you got for us? We done. We got that movie going.
Okay, so I have a revelation this week about pickles.
Uh-oh. What about pickles?
Well, did I tell you about my squirrel feeder?
What the hell's got pickles got to do with the damn squirrel
Okay.
feeder?
So whenever the hailstorm happened back in April,
Yeah.
my squirrel feeder is this wooden contraption that hangs on my fence, and it's got a gallon glass jar that fits horizontally into it that you fill up with nuts,
Yeah.
and the squirrels can climb
These
in.
nuts?
Pecans.
Oh, okay.
So
Just 'cause
anyway,
this picture you putting your nuts in. Okay, go ahead.
not a big enough hole, Brian.
Bob
So-
has big nuts. Okay, go ahead.
So, gallon jar. A few days after the hailstorm, I'm walking around the backyard with the insurance agent. We're pointing out everything that's broken: the patio table, all the cushions in my chairs, the umbrella, the fence got beat to hell, everything. And anyway, I just walked over to that squirrel feeder, and the glass jar in it was busted.
Okay.
And so I just started picking up the pieces of the glass jar because I didn't want any critters getting hurt with broken glass.
Yeah.
So I got all the pieces and parts of it while he's filming stuff. And I didn't even think anything about this squirrel feeder. And whenever I got my insurance adjustment or the list of all the property damage, they had actually listed on their squirrel feeder. Okay.
Are you serious?
So whenever the appraisal for the squirrel feeder came back by whatever third party does these kind of things, they had it listed as a $20 squirrel feeder.
Your big $20 squirrel feeder.
So anyway, a few days later, I was cruising through the grocery store, and I just happened to be on the aisle where they have all of the, they call it the institutional foods, where they'll sell you a gallon of mayonnaise or this or that.
Yeah.
Well, there's a whole gallon of pickles there for like $6. I was like, they're giving me $20 for the feeder, and I can get a gallon jug of pickles for $6.
Still get the pickles.
I still get the pickles, and that's $14 profit right there. And the
Leave it
interesting thing
to
was,
you.
it was going to cost me damn near $20 just to order a gallon glass jar.
So you got one for $6.
So I got one for $6 plus a gallon of pickles. Well, this gallon of pickles has been sitting in my refrigerator since the second week of May, whenever I picked it up.
Yeah.
And I ran out of sliced pickles the other day, and I thought, well, I've got this gallon jar of pickles. I'll just get out the mandolin slicer and slice them up. Well, whenever you've got whole pickles and a mandolin slicer, you can make them any thickness you want.
Yeah.
So I made a pretty hearty, thick pickle. It's probably twice as thick
You like
as
them hearty and thick, don't you?
I do.
All right, that's good. It's good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, I like my pickles like I like my men. Hearty and thick.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
we're going to be talking about that later too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember what you're saying
All
about
right.
that one. Yes.
So here I am sliced up the pickles. And I had always thought that whenever you bought a gallon of whole pickles, you kind of got screwed because the whole pickle gallon and the sliced pickle gallon were roughly the same price, but there was a whole lot more pickle juice in a gallon of whole pickles, right?
Yes.
Well, after I got those whole bastards sliced, I could barely get them all back in the jug. And so you get pretty much exactly the same amount of pickles, whether you get the gallon,
Isn't that weird how that works?
the whole gallon, or the slices.
Yeah.
And these are better tasting pickle.
Because they're whole. Now they're basically almost cut fresh.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Cool. So what do we learn today? If your squirrel feeder breaks, go buy a gallon of pickles, slice them yourself so you'll have some dill slices.
Well, hang on.
Uh-oh.
Pickles aren't the only things that come in a gallon jar. And a couple of weeks after I bought the gallon of pickles, I was cruising by the chef store.
Jesus.
They had a gallon jug of maraschino cherries.
So you bought a gallon.
I am a slut for a maraschino cherry, and a whole gallon was like $13. And if you've ever spent $4 on the little 10-ounce jar,
yeah,
a $13 gallon is awesome. So I brought home a gallon of maraschino cherries, and over the course of the next few weeks, I ate all of those.
You ate all of them?
Yes.
Wow, you are a whore.
I am. I am a slut for maraschino. Not only that, but I took the syrup or the juice after they were done.
You poured all over your body?
No.
Oh, okay.
I carbonated it. That was one of the best soft drinks I'd ever had in my life.
That's a good idea. I wouldn't have thought about doing that. You carbonated it. Awesome.
Yeah.
Smart. You know, I've still got some of those at the house where you brought over the ice cream.
Oh, some of the cherries?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
still in
from
the
that
jar.
gallon.
Dang, I need to use that to make some drinks then. Carbonated drinks.
See?
Yeah, it turns out girls probably like that. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, okay, like you were talking about earlier, thinking, Morton Downey was Robert Downey Jr.'s dad.
I was just told that anything about
Right.
they kind of look alike.
Yeah, but
I mean, seriously, I can almost see a resemblance.
okay, maybe they're like third cousins twice removed or some stupid shit like that. Maybe they're.
But, well, what you said made perfect sense. Yes, the junior part just never caught on to me.
Well,
I don't
maybe
know
that's
why.
because I'm a junior and those kind of things have messed with me my entire life.
Yeah, that's true.
So, because I don't even to this day know what my last name is,
It's Compton.
or is it Compton Junior?
Well,
It depends on which computer system it's typed into. I
what does the
guarantee
birth
that.
certificate say?
Compton Junior.
Okay, you're Compton Jr.
But it's interesting because that I don't think my birth certificate has a spot for like first name, last name. It's just name, and then it's all one.
Well, I'm sure that it's Bob Compton. It's just the junior happens to be there, so it's Compton.
But it's supposed to be like a suffix. So, like I said, I to this day I'm damn near 50 years old, and I do not know what my last name is.
Do you need some therapy? Do we need to get you some therapy?
Maybe.
Okay, we'll get you some therapy.
Well, I've had problems with my entire life with my first name because it's spelled like the traditional girl spelling.
Is that traditional?
Yes.
Girl? So the Y is for the boy.
Right. Yeah. Most 98%.
Did you ever ask your mom about that?
I'm a junior. The spelling had to be the same, or it wouldn't have counted.
Tell your mom that you don't have to follow the rules.
Well, this all started with my grandmother, who, as educated as she was in the hills of Pikeville,
Oh,
Kentucky.
never mind. Okay, that's what you're saying because your dad's name was originally
Exactly.
with the IE also.
Yeah, and there's some speculation about that because apparently, and this is getting us into some weird family history. I was always told my entire life that whenever my dad went into the Army, they had to write back to the Pikeville County Courthouse in Kentucky to get a copy of his birth certificate. But because the courthouse had burned down between the time he was born and the time he went into the Army, that they had to get some kind of an affidavit certifying his birth instead of having an actual birth certificate.
So he could have not even been the age that he said he was. He could have been undercover.
Well, here's the interesting thing. I did some looking a few years ago. That courthouse had never burned down.
Really?
Yeah, it was built like in the late 1800s, early 1900s, something like that. It didn't have a fire.
So
I don't know. See?
So you don't even know who your dad really is.
Well, I know who he is. I mean, there's a DNA match between me and him.
No, I mean, you know it's your dad, but who he really is.
Well, I know who my grandmother was. I know aunts, uncles, cousins.
He could have been a secret agent.
Yeah.
I don't see your dad being a secret agent, but still, it was funny. You imagine your dad being a secret agent?
No.
Yeah, that would have been. You pee in, I'll pee out.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad, the one that at the bar would tell people, hey, why don't you take that up with Eileen? They'd look at him funny, go, Eileen? He'd go, yeah, Eileen over, you kiss my ass.
I still think that one story was funny where the television network was called UPN.
Yeah.
And he would always...
Every time that they came on, they were like, you can see this on UPN. He's like, UPN, I pee out. Ha! And it never failed. It never got old to him.
So just think about him being a secret agent. Okay, anyways, but so you looked that up and that courthouse never burned down.
No.
So did you ever...
I haven't pursued it.
You haven't checked any further? Dude, that would really get my curiosity. Did you ever see the document they gave to...
Yes,
Okay.
I actually have that.
Are you sure you found the right courthouse?
See, here's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I'm thinking that he was born at home because that's what people did back then.
That's true.
I don't even think they ever filed for a birth certificate. I think that's what the problem was. I think they just didn't even bother. They didn't, take the time to go into town.
Yeah, they were too busy.
They were up in the hills of Kentucky. They just didn't go down to the courthouse and file that piece of paper.
That could have very well happened.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Well, interestingly enough, whenever I was going through my grandparents' papers, I found their marriage certificate, and it said file at courthouse. Okay.
Oh, yeah, and they never did. Is that right?
Yeah.
Did you ever check the records?
No. I don't care.
Well, I know, dude, just for the curiosity, it's got to get to you.
No,
At least,
doesn't.
I mean, take some time and figure it out. That'd be just something to know. I mean, I would. I mean, there ain't a whole lot of difference with my family. I know about everything there is to know.
The next time I am in Summerville, Alabama, during a weekday when the courthouse is open, and I think about it, I might cruise over there and see what the clerk there has to say.
Hey, we could do a live broadcast from there. We could film it live as you're finding out.
That would probably freak those people out.
Probably would, and we'd probably get a couple people watching over that one.
We might get ran out of Alabama.
Oh,
over
that's
that.
true too. Yeah. Don't let the sun. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So I don't know what happened with the whole courthouse thing. And interestingly enough, my dad always claimed that his name was spelled with a Y until he went in the Army. Then they got that affidavit and they spelled it wrong on the affidavit. So legally, everybody at that point in time further on all his official paperwork had it as an IE, not a Y. And so that's the way it was.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. So basically, hey, we need an affidavit for this guy. Okay, and then someone didn't know how to do between the IE and the... See, I never really knew there was a big difference between the IE and the Y. I figured that was just how people... Whatever you picked.
Whenever you're 12 years old and you start getting packages on your front porch that say to the teenage girl at an address, and you start opening these packages up, and there's for products that you have no idea what they are or what they're used for. And,
That's awful.
It was traumatizing as a 12-year-old. And I knew that the reason I was getting those packages, I don't know why. They might have just had a mailing list from the school and sent them to everybody.
Yeah, this must be a girl. Let's send it to...
Well, I don't know.
But wouldn't the junior give it away?
See, you would think. But I don't know. Technically, I don't know if my school records had me... Well, they would have had that listed. But I don't know whenever the schools were selling our mailing list to these companies, because that's what they were doing.
Yeah.
I don't know if either that or poor teachers were just, hey, you'll sign up all your
students. We'll give you some free lipstick.
No, it wasn't lipstick. It was tampons and feminine pads. And
well, now I know what to do as a practical joke to you. I'll start having a bunch of women's stuff sent to your house.
No, you won't.
No, you won't. It's so damn funny.
You've got 2 daughters, Brian.
Yeah, that's true too.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to leave that one alone.
But seriously, I'm 12 years old. I start getting these packages, and I'm traumatized. And I'm thinking that the reason I'm getting them is because of the spelling of my name. Because at that point in time, I have become conscious of the fact that it's not spelled right for a boy.
Well, yeah, and I could see in all seriousness how that would bother you. I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about getting it changed for the hell of it?
No, because
well, you're at the point now you don't give a shit.
Well, okay, I'm a junior.
Yeah.
I can't really get it changed. And there's a thing there. That's what my parents wanted me named. If I change my name, is that going to offend them?
That's true. Yeah, I guess. Nah, well, I mean, they're both passed away. I mean,
yeah. So,
but still, all that bullshit, all the trouble to go through. What does it really fucking matter at this point, right?
Do you know? Well, okay. I know how much trouble it takes to get all of my bills and everything changed over whenever somebody runs off with my credit card number and has a spending spree.
Yeah.
And, that's a week-long ordeal.
Yes.
I can't even imagine how long of an ordeal it would be to actually go through a legal name change and then have to send in documents and do all of that. So
yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
So, no, I'm just living with it. But the interesting thing is, I've had a American Airlines credit card for over a decade.
Yeah. Got some points on that bastard, don't you?
Well, I use them regularly.
Yeah. Do you fly to Alabama by any chance? Or
No,
okay.
I use those when I'm going to Jamaica.
No, okay. I just want to see if you're going to Alabama anytime soon. So have you do something for me.
So I've got this American Airlines credit card. Has my full legal name, every bit of personal information they need to give me a credit line.
Yeah.
It's tied to my passport. Anytime I'm flying internationally, I go to check in through the online app, and their systems denies me the ability to check in online because it says that my name doesn't match the name that's on my passport.
I guess passport is what?
It's got my full legal name.
A full legal name, but the card only has Bob.
No, the card has my full legal name.
Then how in the hell does...
It's screwed up in their system because they don't recognize that my last name has a junior in their system. They've got that in another field, and their application isn't smart enough to put the two fields together.
So you go through that every single time?
Every single time.
Yeah, that would get old.
So,
like, all right, look, people, get your shit together. I'm going to get a different card.
And, you'd think of somebody as American Airlines flies, 12 billion miles a day. They'd get a computer system that would actually accommodate things like this.
You would think.
I can't be the only person in the world suffering this fate.
I'm sure there's other people that do that also.
So,
all right, we're going to go to break.
We are.
Yes, we're going to go to break. We'll be back here in just a minute. Hopefully, Chris will be showing up here in a minute, and we can holler at him and see how good old Canada's doing.
All right.
All right, we'll be back.
The guys are recycling their drinks, and we'll be right back. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are at the bar.
All right, we are back. Why are we over here at Jason? Good Lord. Oh, here I am. All right, hey.
All right.
So anyways, last week I ended up going through that bullshit with the SafeMoon wallet, and that's all been going on. They're supposed to be releasing that hopefully here and God knows when, but that was insane. But hey, anybody that did get on all that dip that happened over the time, lucky you, because for some reason I just said, forget it, I'm not going to buy any more right now. But it went down enough. There was a lot of people that really got in on that dip, and that's awesome. So lucky you. Bob, did you buy in on the dip?
No.
Yeah. Bob's not in the crypto stuff.
No.
He's not interested. He'll buy it to buy stuff, but he won't buy it to keep it.
Dude.
Sorry. Bob got me a good beer. Yeah, Red's Hard Apple.
Isn't it an apple ale?
It just says hard apple is all
It may be a cider.
It tastes like a cider.
Okay. I thought you didn't like cider. Take you to a cider house. They got 16 ciders on tap.
I didn't like that cider. And the reason I didn't like it, it tasted really, really sweet, but also I've been drinking Marion's beer all day.
Okay.
And so I was used to more of that stouter, taste. And that tasted kind of fruity. This stuff's pretty good, though.
Okay. Well, there's about 7 more.
Nah, I don't need to be drinking any more than that. After last weekend, I got to take it easy. Good Lord.
I think the problem is we are out of practice.
I'm very out of practice. When you talk about that, I probably really drink or get drunk maybe once a year now. And of course we all know, what is that? What is that?
Show it on the screen.
I'm even scared to even show that. What is that? Okay, hang on a second. What is that?
That's the dude's O face.
Dude, you're not bringing up that topic. No, no, I don't even want to talk about it.
So,
I guess we're going to talk about it.
Earlier today, we were passing back and forth memes.
Yeah.
And I found one that was kind of funny. It was talking about, there's a new term. It's fasturbation as opposed to masturbation. And fasturbation happens when your phone hits a 5% battery limit and you're trying to finish before you run out of battery.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And I made the comment of, well, that's not nearly as bad as whenever you're almost ready to pop and they switch the camera angles over to the dude's face.
And then I asked you, does that make you gay?
And I don't think so, because the intent wasn't there.
Yeah, well, that's true, and that makes sense, because whenever you put it that way, I was like, yeah, you're right. What if you did right at that moment, and you're like, okay. Oh, wrong timing.
All right, but I'm wondering what happens if you're at that particular moment that happens, and what if it actually does something for you?
Have you ever had that happen?
No.
Are you sure, Bob? Hey, if you want to tell me something, you're more than welcome.
There's certain things I have seen in certain movies that over the years I have thought, oh my God, that's so hot.
Yeah.
That I would have never thought previously. It's not a thought that entered my head until I saw some other people doing it. I didn't think it would be, I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, that would be awful. I'm scared to even know what you used, what term you used to even find that picture.
Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
I don't even want to know.
Every once in a while, I have to take one for the team.
Uh-oh, we got someone coming in here.
But just make sure.
Let's see. All right, hey, we got somebody here. Let's add him up to, how about over here?
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is he not in? Chris, hang on a second there, dude.
You know why? It's because we've got a producer that hasn't fully worked this magic through. That's why.
Yeah. What is going on? I just did this the other day at the house with him at my house. Okay, hang on a minute. Scene
This
unlocked.
is as bad as Mariah Carey doing New Year's Eve.
No, it's not. Oh, wait a minute. Where'd he go? Did he disappear?
Yeah, you cut him off something.
No, I couldn't have cut him off.
No.
Oh, no, he's... Chris, we're not seeing you anymore.
There he is.
Oh, yeah, there you are.
Guest has muted themselves.
God, this is ridiculous. Bob, tell a story while I work on this. This is ridiculous. I just did this the other day.
Okay, so last night I went and saw the new Marvel movie. It's called Shang-Chi, in the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Yes.
I didn't expect this movie to do as well as it did, just because it was named Shang-Chi, and I couldn't remember the name of the damn movie to save my ass the entire time they've been showing previews of it.
Yes.
All I kept referring to it as...
There you are. Got him. Sorry. Anyways, go ahead.
All right.
Chris, hang tight.
So I was watching, the movie last night. One of the best Marvel movies they've made.
Which one was it again?
See? Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
And the Legend of the Ten Rings.
The Legend of the Ten Rings. Chris, can you hear all this?
He's still muted.
Chris, you're still muted, dude.
It says guest has muted himself. So...
See, now it's his fault. It's not my fault.
No, it's still your fault.
Aha.
Oh, there you are.
Aha.
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 So, are you frozen yet?
Aha.
All right, yeah, you just scoot over just a little bit so you'll center out. All right, there you go.
I thought I had this figured out. What's up, y'all? Okay, go on. Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings. I want to hear about this.
Okay, so I just didn't expect it to do very well at the box office, just because, first of all, it's primarily an Asian cast, and I didn't think that it would be well received by the masses. But I was wrong. It came in, I think they did $60 million projected for like the opening night. So
Not bad for COVID.
Right. Yeah. They said that it was just tearing it up so far for Labor Day weekend.
Is this a new character or a character that's been around for a while?
Well, see, that the character itself has been around for decades in the comics universe, but this is the first time they brought him to the big screen.
Oh, that's kind of cool. All right.
So,
Chris, you know about it?
I never even heard of the dude.
Okay, I never have
either.
either. Never have. Okay. I'm not the only one
Not
then.
a click a clue.
Not a clue. Did you get the little one to sleep?
Sure. I don't know.
For
I
now.
bailed.
You bailed. So what's been going on, man?
I think she was out.
Okay.
snowed in
Things
yet?
are. No.
No.
It's cold though. Well, it's not cold, but relatively speaking,
It's got to be colder there than it is here because it hit like 95 today.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's really hot here,
Like
dude.
yesterday we had half of Ida or whatever it is come through.
Oh yeah, so lots
So
of
it
rain.
rained like it rained like a bastard, but it got toasty warm. It's probably I don't know a lot, but
So it
now
rained
it's
like hell and then got steamy.
60 exactly. It's like 60 something now. It's not much at all.
Well, Chris, why don't you tell everybody where you're from?
Cool. Canada, eh?
Yeah, that's what you think everybody's going to say, isn't it?
Hoser.
Hoser.
Yeah.
What was the movie that was that?
Strange Brew.
Oh, who the hell is? Hang on just a second, Chris.
First
Hello?
time caller.
First time caller, go. Are you there? Do we have anybody there? I'm going to hang up.
It's Jason. He's fucking with you.
That's coming in from a 443 area code.
443 area code. I don't even know where that's at.
No.
Do you know where that's at?
Google. Hey, Google.
Yeah.
No.
Google that, Bob.
I will in a minute.
So, Chris, we've been sitting here tonight and we were talking about. Have you heard any of this?
No, I've been busy putting the kids to sleep.
Okay. All right. There's no kids around right now, right?
No, she better be asleep.
Isn't it the beauty of that age at 5 years old where everything is just, it's like a tornado in your house.
Okay, so
Pretty much, yeah. I'm not even going to show you the basement.
Shang-Chi debuted in December of 1973.
1973.
So that comic
Hey,
book,
almost me too.
that comic character has been around for damn near our entire lives
And we didn't even know it.
and never even known it. Okay, so they make a full-length movie about Shang-Chi, and now it's killing it at the box office. I didn't expect that to happen.
That's kind of cool, honestly. That's pretty cool for something like that.
But will it maintain? I doubt it.
Yeah, that's a good.
I don't think. I don't know. I mean,
Brie Larson makes a cameo as Captain Marvel. That's worth the price of admission right there.
Maybe it'll.
is it? I don't see the appeal.
Maybe it'll be able to hang on like Green Lantern. How well it did.
All right.
Okay, hang on.
Brian saw Green Lantern.
Yeah, there's that.
Okay, so I got to tell you, whenever Captain Marvel's wearing the green outfit, the teal, that just does it for me. That's much better than a regular outfit.
Can you see that on your end, Chris?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Chris,
Nice
did you
shoes.
know Bob is the horniest man
Nice
in the
platforms. Jesus, look at those.
I know,
I
right?
believe
wow, they are
it. I believe it. Yeah.
world? Yeah, he is. He is the horniest man in the world. I have come to realize that.
That's not a. I don't see that outfit doing. I don't know why. I don't get it.
Yeah, no. Now, did you see Brittany behind Chris? I mean, behind Bob?
Well, I see some of Brittany.
Yeah. You don't
Bob-
see
I've seen more of her.
Haven't we all? But
So what's your opinion about that? You know, say, she's wanting her life back and then she goes off and does this. What do you think?
What has she gone and done? I don't know. I'm not really. I haven't seen the show or not. I don't know what's going on.
Well,
I
no.
don't think there is a
I know
show
about the
except for
conservatorship and her
courtroom
dad.
Hey, Bob, scoot over a little bit.
What's that?
Yeah, the other way.
Yeah, I've seen the picture.
Okay, yeah, that was right after her court hearings and stuff that she's been trying to get her life back and get all her money back, kick her dad out, and she's like, I'm strong, I can do what I want, and then she does that on Instagram. Don't you think that's kind of odd?
Well, Kardashians have done worse and done better.
No, I agree, but they're not fighting to get everything back. To me, I just found it odd, the fact that you're trying to get your life back, you're trying to get everything back in order, and then you go off and pretty much almost be nude on the internet when you're in the middle of a court battle, showing that you're all there. I mean, isn't that just kind of weird, don't you think? I mean, that's like me wanting... Not in this culture. Not in this day and age. No.
Didn't make my top 100 list of odd.
Yeah, I guess.
No,
you had a point.
not even.
Well, I guess I'm just saying more.
I mean,
okay, let's go back to the 80s and 90s. Would that have been weird?
no.
You still don't think it'd be?
She's not dangling babies off of balconies.
Right.
Well, you got a good point there. Yeah, but he still caught shit over that.
Oh, she's dangling babies, all right. She's got them covered up with her hands.
Hey-oh.
Oh, hang on.
She's dangling some. There you go. Nice timing.
Good one. Okay, all right then. Well, maybe it's just me, I guess. I found it just kind of odd. It's like, why would you go through all that and turn around and do that? Now, the Kardashians and shit, dude, they're just stupid regardless. I mean, they're quite rich to be stupid, but still.
Right. She's been diagnosed as bipolar, though, right?
I don't know. Has she? Bob, you're the guru of Brittany.
I only look up her good stuff.
I don't read the things she says. I just look at her.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, while he's doing that,
listen to her. I watch her lips move.
Hey, remember when we were talking about Life, Sex, and the Death the other day, the band?
Yeah.
Did you know that their vinyl album is actually the full frontal nudity? When you look up the vinyl? Because I was trying to find the vinyl on. I thought it'd be cool to own that on vinyl. And, on the actual cover, it's got the girl with the, over her face. And it's like,
right. Yeah.
The record actually shows it all on the vinyl. I thought that was kind of interesting.
I was not aware of that. I didn't even know there was a vinyl. I'm surprised.
Yeah, the vinyl runs about $600. The CDs are $65 to $70. So, and I also still have
mine.
I also still have my Jakey Lee CD with what was that band he was with? Remember, they were really good. Badlands. I have that one, and that one's worth about that much also.
Man, I was telling you about that Dean Delray podcast.
Yes,
they had Jake Ely on there. I highly recommend it, man.
Okay,
I think you would like it.
Okay, cool. I'll check that out.
That was a great interview too, by the way. Oh yeah, he had great stories.
Oh, that's awesome. Have you by chance gotten on YouTube? Have you gotten on YouTube and watched the Metal Recycle Bin?
No.
You need to watch that. That's really cool. The bass player from Slaughter tells the story how he introduced Ozzy and Randy Rhoads together, and they never.
Yeah, no, I heard you tell this story the other day, and as I recall, I didn't remember any of that. But
yeah, I'd never heard that before, but that was the story that he told on there about how all that went down with Ozzy. I thought it was just crazy. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, he was also in Slaughter, so his judgment and probably his memory are skewed.
Dude, that would be one hell of a skew to screw up how Ozzy and Randy Rhoads met.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't hear Ozzy saying much about him.
Well, that's true too. But Ozzy don't say much about anything. All he does is scream Sharon, and the dogs are pissing on the carpet.
That's right.
That's about it.
Have you not seen Ozzy and Jack going on the road trips?
I watched a couple of those.
Yeah,
cool.
They've got a new show.
They've
got an even new show about aliens. Yeah,
no.
They want to believe, and it's it's Ozzy, Sharon, and Jack, and they're going around talking about aliens and shit. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I just saw a trailer or a poster or something for it.
That's pretty awesome. Who would have known?
Oh, not gonna watch it. I did watch some of that one where they went on the road trip though. That's pretty good.
Yeah, they had some good ones on there. I know, dude. He is just getting worse and worse. I mean, dude. I don't know who's worse, him or Joe Biden. I have no idea. No one likes my jokes.
Heyo.
What'd you find out over there on Brittany?
So who's the fourth watcher? There's one, me, you, Brian, and Bob, and who's the fourth watcher?
I have no idea.
4 people watching.
Oh no, that's actual people watching. Dude.
Oh, it's Annie. That's Annie. Okay.
No, Annie doesn't watch, dude. And that 4 means 4,000. Yeah, it's 4K. That's what that means.
Trump numbers, right? Yeah, gotcha.
that was good. I give you that one.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So
Thank you.
All they're saying about Brittany's troubles look like drug and alcohol related.
I would have never guessed that.
I'm fairly certain she got bipolar situation, or maybe I'm thinking of Amanda Bynes. Why do I know these things?
Dude, did you ever question? I question myself all the time. All this weird shit that I know that's completely worthless. Like Amanda Bynes, yes. Now she went bipolar. She lost her mind. That girl went cuckoo, and that was the end of that one. I mean, I feel sorry for her. Sorry to say cuckoo, but it's true.
That's accurate.
Yeah, it's accurate. Facts are facts, right?
Unless.
Unless, yes, exactly.
Okay.
4,000.
Oh,
Where's
Britney
Jason?
Spears. Oh, wait a minute.
All right, so December 23rd, 2013, from some outfit called independent.ie, entertainment something or another, Britney Spears has revealed the extent of her bipolar disorder and mood swings.
Heyo.
So,
Well, that makes sense.
I know things.
You do know things. That's it, dude. I'm calling.
don't know many
Hey,
things.
you know, we're so big over here in the U.S. that I'm going to make a few phone calls and I'm going to get you on TMZ.
That's what they all say. Yeah.
Yeah.
TMZ. That's still a big thing, is it?
Yeah, man. They know all the good stuff. They got all the
All the
stuff.
rage.
He's a lawyer.
Them and the
So-
Kardashians.
Shit. The
Yeah. Oh,
Kardashians.
yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's weird to
Is he
watch
still
him
a
on
lawyer?
TMZ and then he's also on People's Court. Do you know that?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, he was the little dude. Yeah.
Harvey Levin, the guy,
Yeah.
the guy that
Right.
interviews people as they're coming
Yeah.
out of the
Yeah.
courtroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never knew that
Right,
for the longest
yeah.
time. I found that kind of interesting.
Him and Seacrest, man. They'll just take any gig.
Steve Seacrest.
And Bruce Willis.
There's a video.
And Bruce. Bruce.
This
Willis.
is kind of weird because I didn't watch the video.
How the mighty have fallen.
There was a video out on YouTube. Speaking of Britney Spears a minute ago, it states the moment Britney Spears realizes that Ryan Seacrest is not gay, and it's an actual video on YouTube. So I guess that like he was speaking, and I guess this whole time that she thought he was gay, and I guess they mentioned a girlfriend or something, and I guess she gave a weird look because she thought he was gay.
Maybe she hit on him once and he didn't respond, and she wasn't prepared for that.
Well, maybe
Well,
that's true
no,
too.
he's watched TMZ.
Yeah. I mean, don't you think
He's seen all he needed to see.
Yeah, he probably heard her voice, and that was enough. That's like when I used to think Mariah Carey was like the most gorgeous thing in the world, and then I saw an interview with her, and I was like, ugh. Yeah.
Which version of her?
The beginning, when she was
Oh
singing
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I thought she was gorgeous.
Before the work, yeah.
Yeah, and then I heard her on an interview. I think she's on like David Letterman and something. I was like, oh my God, there is no way in hell I would ever.
Did you see that thing where someone took a picture of the guy Michael Myers from Halloween, the mask,
Okay.
and they put a wig on it? Looks exactly like Mariah Carey.
You're kidding me, Bob. You got to find that.
I am not kidding.
Okay, and
It's
he's looking
hilarious. Oh, it's great. It's
at it.
great
Okay, all right.
because it looks exactly like her.
I think I found it.
Told you.
Okay, see if you can get it to open up. Did it open another screen? Okay, there it is.
There we go.
Oh, hang on. There it is.
See?
Holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
I cannot take him seriously ever since someone said he looked like Mariah Carey. Wow. That is funny.
Oh, the internet.
I know,
What would we
man.
do without you?
It can be so cruel, but yet so funny.
Well, they're coming out with a new Halloween movie
Uh,
on Halloween.
No.
Is Rob Zombie going to direct this one?
I don't know.
I liked all his
I
other
think I saw
movies.
that one actually.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I saw all his other House of a Thousand Corpse and the other two after that. Was there only three?
What?
Was there three or two? I
Yeah,
can't remember.
there's three of them. I haven't
of
seen the last one
Yeah, it was really far fetched like the other ones, but it was all right.
either. That's far fetched.
Yeah, it was different, but I still thought it was good. It had Sherry Moon.
I
in
don't
it,
know.
so it
It's
couldn't
supposed to be
too bad.
historically accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah. All a matter of opinion.
You don't think she's good looking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris has always had
Yeah.
interesting taste.
Well, yeah, that is true. Chris has always had.
that's
He's
true, too,
he's
yeah.
got his thing.
Yeah, and he's had standards
Easy now. Easy.
that
Not like my wife is going to watch this, but easy.
Well, no, we're just saying. No, we know.
no, his standards were always impeccable.
Yeah, so he always had to have the best.
And
Why
Hey, Chris, can
settle for less?
can I tell the story about the time we were in the bar in Norman? And
I know this one.
you remember? We were sitting
Oh,
there,
I was
and
shy.
and there's this. Yeah, you were shy. This girl was sitting across the room. She was staring Chris down. She was digging
See,
on him.
now this is also, you also have a skewed version of this story. 'Cause I
No,
don't recall anybody looking at me.
dude, that girl was looking at you like you were a piece of candy. And then Chris looks over at her and he goes,
Don't recall that.
"She's got hair on her legs."
Yeah, she missed the spot shaving.
I'll never forget that. I was like, holy shit, are you kidding me?
No.
She missed a spot shaving, and that fucking tramp needs to just go home because
I don't need none of that.
You know, it's funny. I remember that very, very clearly, and I remember seeing it was just the way the light hit her leg. She was wearing shorts, and you could see the little blonde hair. I was looking for any old excuse.
Yeah, like I don't feel like dealing with that.
No, I did not. I was not into it that day.
And then there was years ago, and this is a good one. This is clean too, Chris. It's not bad. There was years ago when back over there off Classen, me and Jason and Chris had been out running around. Jason Daggs.
Yep.
We'd all been out running around, and we stopped by the house where Jason was living at the time because I wasn't living there then. But we go in, we sit down. Chris sits down. He's got his trench coat on, his really long hair. Every girl in that room went and flocked and sat down beside him. And they were talking to him and just, he was the most wonderful thing. And he was just like nonchalant, eating it up. So the rest of the night, me and Jason sat over on a couch talking, drinking beer, talking about ways that we were going to murder Chris.
Right.
So we could,
just so y'all can steal that trench coat and
cut off his hair and put it on.
have your
pretty
own
pretty hair.
I remember that. It wasn't like a crowd of girls. There were three of them. I was watching Baywatch. I remember that.
Are you serious? I don't remember that part, no.
Okay, but still, you had three more than those two could gather up by them,
Well,
together.
Yeah, well, we couldn't gather any of them. I remember at one point we'd been there for hours, and I fell asleep on the
they
couch.
weren't sober either, so easy.
Oh, no, but I didn't see them being drunk hanging on me.
Well, Brian had so much game back in the day, it was almost like he had no game.
I know. It was weird. I had game. They call me Mr. Swag.
I don't.
But I'll never forget that night, because I finally ended up, I guess I drank enough beers and I fell asleep on the couch. And I wake up.
At the bar?
No, this was at the house. I wake up.
They don't let you do that at the bar.
No,
Could have been.
but this house, it was a crazy house. People came in and out of there. And I'll never forget, I wake up and there's like someone laying on my arm. And I'm like, what is this? And I look over. This girl probably couldn't have been more than like 10 years old or something. Is just sitting on the couch. And I'm like,
what did you do?
I pushed her that way. And I went like, and I looked at someone and I go, who is that? And they said, oh, that's somebody's cousin or sister. And I was like, no, let's just keep her over there. And I was like, hey, Chris, I think it's time to go. You want to tell your little harem there we're heading on out, or?
My harem, sir.
But no, because but it was just a funny night. I thought it was hilarious. Dang, I forgot about that. See, you bring up old memories, Chris.
I remember that night too.
Yeah,
that's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
Where's Jason? What's going on?
Here's Jason.
Don't look like Jason. I know.
Jason, we're still trying to figure out exactly what's wrong with him because last week what was last week?
Oh, right. Yeah. How'd the taint procedure go?
Yeah, the taint procedures.
Right.
We're thinking possibly they screwed up again. Now it's like way too short. And he's had to hunch over to keep it from, flexing.
Well, if your taint's too short, whenever you
did that
fart,
do something to his hairline?
It vibrates off your balls too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. His hairline's way down the back of his neck now.
Yeah, exactly. So, but now he ended up chatting with us yesterday and said that he was out, and we said okay. So here we are, and that's when I ended up talking to you, and I'm glad you came on, man. I really am. I appreciate it. It was awesome.
Well, don't get used to it.
No, we want this more often. We want some more gifting in the house.
What are the rules now to get up to Canada? Is it open? Have they close things back down?
It's open. You guys can come in.
Is it stupid open?
I don't know if it's stupid open, but you guys are allowed.
Okay.
We're not allowed in there, but you guys are allowed in here.
Okay. United States just got banned somewhere else yesterday.
England.
We're not allowed to go to
England. Yeah.
How dare them?
Yeah.
I know, right?
I know. It's only been 200 years since we told them to fuck off, and now they won't let us back.
Imagine.
Oh, shit.
Like they're holding a grudge or something.
You sent me that picture the other day of that galaxy. Is that one that you found while you were out at work, or where'd you see that at?
No, there's Bob was there. We went to the Chicken Littles over there to get ice cream. and they every once in a while they do like a little car show. It's usually like
okay,
5 or 6
so
cars. It's pretty
okay,
fast.
so that was an older. That sounds like what Midwest City does here. That was like that was like an old picture then, right? Is that what it was?
No, that was from Sunday.
I've been there. Is what he's saying.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, I get it. Okay,
Yeah. Whenever I go up to see him in Canada, we go places and do things.
That's right. See, Bob got it.
He's being mean. Hey,
Hey-o.
dude, as much as I would love to come there, I got 2 of the kids.
Oh,
Yeah, it's hard, dude. It really is.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Yeah, we don't let kids in here. No kids in Canada.
No new kids in Canada.
Oh, for fuck's sake with that.
Yeah.
You got it. Because, see, first of all, the wife will not fly. She'll only drive. I'm not driving to Canada. Never mind. I'm not going to talk about that one yet. Okay, anyways.
No, you got to the... I went to Niagara Falls.
No, is it? Well, yeah, but that's not. That's not the same distance, is it? No.
No, it's not.
But I'll tell you one thing: if you ever do that and you're coming back through Ohio, get ready to enjoy Ohio for a long time. It takes forever to get through that damn state.
It's like going through Tennessee sideways.
Driven through Ohio.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And
Oh,
we
I've
actually
done that
stopped
a few
off at a hotel there, and we get
A
out
hotel.
a hotel. And as we get out, we go up there. The minute the elevator doors open, it smells like nothing but weed. I mean, it's to high heaven, right? I'm like, holy shit! And then a baby comes walking by in a
High
diaper.
heaven.
A baby comes walking by in a diaper.
Oh,
Goes down
yeah, I
the
heard the
hallway.
story.
Yeah. So we ended up doing that. A guy knocked on our door, and yeah, that place is ridiculous. I don't like Ohio.
Where was that?
That was somewhere in
Oh,
Ohio.
that was Ohio. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know
That
exactly
was the
where.
cheapest.
So if you'd have said
motel bar
Niagara
you could
Falls, I'd have
find.
bought it.
Well, we found one that was the closest, and that's what we ran into. We've been driving all night, and we ran into that one and said, "Okay, here we go. We'll stay here." And
Are you still saving for a house?
Me? Trying to.
Every time I talk to you, I'm saving for a house. This is some house you're getting, man. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. It's going to be a big old house. No, actually, right now
It's shit, man.
the we were talking about looking at the end of this year, but there's people that are already right now paying $10,000 more than what people are asking for the house. There was a guy the other day at work.
That's it?
He bid on. I'm not giving more than what the house is worth. That's what they're doing. They're offering over the asking price now.
Yeah.
People are getting stupid here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's a house in our neighborhood selling for $5.99.
But
Bob's
that's
been
Canadian
here.
money, so that's
It ain't worth $5.99.
Yeah, but that's
All
only
right, so
75 cents on
$4.99.
the dollar. It's like $4.50.
And trade that for a 1975 F-150. What are you talking about?
God, it's expensive, but the housing market is quite a bit of difference up there, right?
Well, okay, Chris's neighborhood is a nice neighborhood, but
It's not bad.
But I mean, you know, the houses up there are what, 1,800 square feet?
Yeah.
And you got a
Yeah, in our neighborhood, yeah. Yeah.
But so you know, for that, okay, 600 up there would be about 450 US if the exchange rates are still about the same as what they
Ish.
were, right? Okay.
Yeah, probably. I assume so.
There's not a house in this neighborhood that would sell for more than 325, maybe.
In your neighborhood right now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Right, yeah. They're asking,
Yeah.
well, you know where I
Your
live.
house is way nicer than ours.
So
Well, you know where I live at. Well, you do too, but they're asking they're getting close to 180 and 190 in the neighborhood I live in. And I don't see it.
We paid for $229 for this. We paid $229 for this house.
Well, that's your fault. Well, actually,
No,
I've never
the-
seen your house, though. It's probably worth it.
his neighbors get,
No, you haven't.
his neighbors got one listed for almost 600,000. So
If they sell it for 600,000, then apparently yours is. If they sell it, then that means yours is worth 600,000.
No. That house is much fancier, but the point remains that it's in this neighborhood. All these houses that are right beside us, they're all basically the same design. This one, however, is right on a lake and it's got a dock and all this other stuff. But it's not $5.99. I think he bought it for $3.
Okay, the house you're talking about, it's sitting right by the lake. It's got a dock on it. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, that's one reason it's up and down.
Yeah, but the backyard is like straight down. It's like 40 foot.
Oh, that sucks. But still, it's by the lake, in which that's people will sucker right up on that.
It's true. That's true.
it's-
But like I
it's
say,
on
he
the
bought
lake
it
in
for $300.
Canada. So you only actually get like 3 days of swimming a year in that thing.
Yeah, but you get 9 months of skating.
Yeah. You have some pond hockey.
You're looking at it all wrong, Bob.
Yeah, pond hockey.
You're looking at it all wrong.
That's hilarious.
That's not a dock. That's an entryway to the rink.
There's that. Yeah, it's a seat.
That's awesome.
That's too funny. So what's been going on? Any news in your area? Anything that you want to share? Anything cool?
Nothing
Well,
good.
that was quick.
Dad's not good.
Oh, what's wrong with your dad? Do you know
He's got all the cancers.
He what?
No, he's got all the cancers. He's not doing good.
Are you serious? Oh, dude, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Okay, all right. Well, we'll talk about that some other time.
What are you
I
gonna
apologize. Yeah, I know.
it doesn't matter.
No, well, it does to me, dude. That just
Nothing any of us can do about it.
Well, no. Well, next time you see him, tell him I love him. Give him a big hug for me.
Oh yeah, we'll do.
Yeah.
Maybe you should reach out. You know the man.
Maybe I should. Maybe I should call
Oh,
him.
Jesus Christ! There's a plane comes right up by our house. Ding dang.
Yeah. They don't have to de-ice the planes up there for a couple more months, Brian. You can actually.
That's right. You got a couple more weeks of it.
Yeah, I know.
Actually-
I'm never going to live this one down, am
So
I?
actually, this is Labor Day weekend. This is usually my weekend to be in Canada.
That's right. Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's right.
And didn't plan for it this year because thought everything was going to be shut down.
Oh, it's happening again. It'll be happening.
Well,
again.
yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We're getting pretty good around here. They the province next to us got rid of the masks and everything. Their numbers went up, but they plateaued and they're starting to go down now.
yeah,
So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
What's your vaccination rate up there? Is it going good?
We're looking at 75% soon.
that's awesome.
That's what they're going for as soon as we get that.
Because right now down here we've
As
got
soon as
about,
we get that, mask them up.
the last numbers I saw, we've got 51.2% fully vaccinated and another 21.3% fully dewormed.
Yeah.
Well, that's something. How's the heartworms?
Yeah, man. I read about that. I think it was this morning. It's like, you got to be kidding me.
These stupid sons of bitches around here taking dewormer and
Oh
shit.
man. Oh yes, yeah. The horse medication.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. They
We
won't
don't know
take
what's-
the.
We don't know what's in
yeah.
that vaccine, but here's this horse medicine.
That's right.
Well, you know,
Yeah. Well, we know that's good for horses.
I held off on a long time on the vaccine. I held off on a very long time because I was just paranoid about it. I didn't feel right about it. And then when everybody seemed like they were still kicking and living and no one was dying, and I started to feel a little more at ease. And then Bob sending me a text every fucking 15 minutes. And then my dad on my ass. And then finally the wife said she would appreciate it if I got it. And I finally caved and I got it. So
She would appreciate if you would get the vaccine.
Yeah.
She got it? Tell
yeah,
me she's got it.
Oh, yeah.
She was
did,
one of the first ones
Yeah,
to get
all right.
it.
Yeah, she's one of the first in the family. Kylie
Right.
has hers now.
Okay.
She's 13 and she went and got it.
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice. Good.
I mean, am I still paranoid? Yes, I'm very paranoid, but I did it. I'm all right. It's just, it just weirds me out.
So what all brands of vaccine do they have up there for you guys? Because, down here we've got the Moderna, we've got the Pfizer, we've
Yeah.
got the Johnson.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like over in England,
And,
they've got an Oxford and they've got an AstraZeneca.
We don't have that.
There's way more than
AstraZeneca.
ours.
We got AstraZeneca.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Was it the one of them? Jesus, which one?
Johnson & Johnson.
One of the first ones came from the state, from England.
I think that was Moderna, wasn't it?
No, I think that's the Oxford one.
No, I think it might have been AstraZeneca. I don't know. One of the very first ones was from Britain.
You know what's so
Correct.
funny? After this video's done, because we said Pfizer and COVID and everything else, we're going to have a warning underneath our thing showing a link to find out the proper information in case we'd said something wrong.
That's fine. I'd prefer there
Knock
to be a
themselves
link.
out, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. So
Yeah.
any moron that doesn't believe in vaccines or trying to get rid of
No.
something, now that they've got a link that they can follow to show them the proper information.
Yeah, instead of taking a damn
One of the four.
dewormer.
Right.
Yeah.
I
One
don't
of those four
understand
guys
that.
up
I
there.
still don't. Yeah, apparently a lot of they said that I don't know where it was at, but a lot of the hospital beds have been taken up for people who overdosed on the dewormer, and they didn't have rooms for anybody with COVID. It's like, are you serious?
Sure.
Yeah.
Why
The
not?
interesting thing is, they're
They
starting,
just
to talk, they're starting to talk about this booster that people are going to need like after 8 months of their second dose. So I've got a friend. I've got a friend that actually moved back to the U.S. from England a few months ago, and it was after she got her second vaccine over there, and hers was the Oxford. And so now she's coming back here, and they want to give you a booster of the same type that you got whenever you originally got the vaccine. So they don't offer the Oxford here. So that's going to be interesting.
Oh, right, yeah.
How that'll
FedEx it.
Well, it doesn't have to stay frozen at like minus 400 degrees until 3 hours before they administer it. And then there's a short
No, I
timeline.
think they're past that now. I think they're past that now. That was a hurdle at the beginning, but I think they got the efficacy to last longer.
Yeah, so I don't know. Say I'm paranoid again, but about taking another shot in 8 months, it just freaks me out.
That doesn't bother me at all.
I know it doesn't. It doesn't bother anybody. It bothers
No.
me. It just does.
In fact, if they want to mix all three of them together in a cocktail, that'll be fine.
Yeah. What
Pfizer, Moderna,
difference
Johnson
does it
Johnson.
make?
Because it's my body. I choose
It's
it.
the,
Do you know how many times I took a flu shot in my entire life? I've had, I think, 2 since it was my decision to take a flu shot in my entire life.
I show up at
didn't
Sam's.
want one.
I show up at Sam's on an annual basis, and it's almost time to show up there again. And they put out the sign that says free flu shot. I walk up to the pharmacy and walk home with a needle in my arm. So
I got nothing. I got nothing.
I'm just saying, that's just how I feel. I'm not saying I'm not going to, but I'm still paranoid, and I have every right to still be paranoid. It bothers me. But it's not, I'm not down talking it. I'm not saying it's not real. I'm not like all the other people.
Everybody's
how I truly feel.
Everybody keeps going on about their rights, but
yes.
well,
Never mind.
you can be our man on the street in Canada. What's the Canadian view?
Yeah, what is the Canadian view?
It seems like up there you guys.
It's not much different. It's not much different.
It seems like you guys have kind of banded together and said, "Hey, let's do what we need to do to get past this." And
some provinces have. It's not like the entire country is banded together to do it. I mean,
yeah, every country.
Alberta
like this.
announced today. Yeah, well, yeah. Alberta announced today that they're giving $100 to everyone who will get vaccinated now. So, what? But I mean, that's populated by mostly Texans, so. Go figure.
At my job, they offered a day off and $100. Of course, I missed all that. They're like, "You're not going to get that." I'm like, "I really don't care if I get it or not." I said, I've decided to go ahead and take the shot. I just want to make sure y'all know that I've taken it, because I knew they were eventually going to start forcing people without the shot to wear a mask. I knew that was coming. And I'm like, so I get my shot. I'm like, cool. I get my second one. I'm done. And then about 2 weeks later, okay, everybody needs to wear a mask no matter whether you've had the shot or not. I'm like, God damn it, I just did everything everybody wanted me to do, and you want me to wear a damn mask again. Pissed me off, so.
Fucking jerk. Get on my nerves.
Nerves. Here comes Chris with his pecker in his hand. He's a one-ball man. He's off the rodeo.
Okay, Oxford and AstraZeneca. There's a hyphen there, so it's the Oxford AstraZeneca is the one that's prevalent over in the UK.
Okay.
So
all right, that makes sense then.
And I think they've got Novavax.
Sounds like a death metal band.
Novavax. Coming to you live.
Ladies and gentlemen, Novavax.
That's right.
Yeah.
Welcome to the stage.
Yeah.
No, I have strippers.
They're opening up for Anthrax.
Anthrax. They're still together, aren't they? Anthrax still together?
Does anybody give a shit?
A lot of people care about Anthrax. Chris, you still an Anthrax fan?
Scott Ian is actually in Mr. Bungle now.
Is he really? Did he quit Anthrax?
He is really.
Oh, wow.
I don't think he quit Anthrax.
Mr. Bungle. Have they gotten any better?
I don't know, man.
I don't pay enough attention to them. I listen to some of I've like you said, remember the other day when I tell you about Pearl Jam, how I keep trying to listen and trying to find out what that golden thing is about them, that, because I know you're a huge fan. Well, I've tried that with Mr. Bungle too, and it just doesn't. I cannot find the spark.
Yeah.
And I've tried.
No, I get it. I don't either.
What do you expect with a band named Mr. Bungle?
I can appreciate them, but Mr. Bungle, not Bunghole.
Bungle.
Oh.
Mr. Bungle. Fake no more.
That's a different band entirely, I'm sure.
Now, see, I'm a huge fan of Steel Panther. They're awesome. So
But we need to look
Dude,
into.
you've got to
Couldn't
like
do that
them.
either.
You know,
I
love
don't
them.
though.
They're
It's
freaking
so
hilarious.
sophomoric and I can't
I
do
know, but they do it on purpose. That's the whole point.
But now that
Darkness is better.
Who's Lexi's left the band? And,
Oh yeah, their bass player left, and they're looking for a new bass player. So I don't know what's going on. They're giving some kind of weird story.
I'm sure Nikki Sixx could hook them up.
Chris, didn't you play bass?
No, Nikki Sixx hates them, and but they like Nikki Sixx, but he don't like them.
Didn't you play bass for a
I
while,
did,
Chris?
but I couldn't play for Steel Man.
Yes, you could.
I played some
You could be
variety
the
of
new
bass.
Lexi.
I slap at the bass.
Slapping the bass. More bass. You ever watch that guy on YouTube? They call him Mr. Bass.
Why would you do that?
He's funny. You should look him up.
I don't know how much time you're spending on YouTube, but
A lot.
go outside or something.
I
know,
do.
Yeah.
Well, when
He
I'm at
spends
work,
enough
I work
time
at a desk, so I sit there and fumble through videos and watch
Yeah, I
stuff all day
suppose,
long.
yeah.
He spends so much time on YouTube. He could
I
actually get a
used to.
part-time job and finance a trip up to see you.
But he still wouldn't.
Yes, I would. Where's my? There, we'll do that one.
Who's the English girl you have at the beginning and why?
She is
Was
a
that-
girl that we found on Fiverr.
Yeah, she
Bob
just
thought she was really hot, and so we went with
I
her.
didn't think she was really hot. I just thought she had a good sounding voice for.
Well, he
for
loved her voice,
Intro
yes.
music.
Yeah, so we picked her.
That was your way of classing up the joint, was it?
Yeah,
little
pretty
bit,
much.
yeah.
What was so funny, we were sitting there after we did all that, and I get everything in there, and the thing, it sounds good and all that. Annie comes up and listens to it, and then looks at me and repeats the same exact thing that we just paid that girl to do, and she sounded just as good.
I was gonna say, I thought it might have been Annie, but
Yeah, no, yeah, she sounded almost identical. I was cracking up.
But I was like, why British? I didn't. Huh?
And Bob loved it. He wanted it. Well, I mean, I liked it too. I thought it sounded cool. We were just looking for something different.
Yeah, just some intro.
All right.
Yeah. You got anything else you
We're
want to pick
talking
apart?
about it, so it worked. No. Oh, I'm sure. Give me a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
Have we met?
Yeah, exactly. So,
Novavax is primarily in South Africa.
South Africa.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
I
Breaking
don't know how they're
news.
doing.
It was
Ding, 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 ding.
South Africa halted its rollout while scientists continue to study whether the vaccine can prevent severe illness and death in people infected with the variant.
Boy.
Boy,
Interesting.
Bob finds all the good stuff. I don't know either.
Whoa, transvestite, back off.
Murphy.
I know, gotta mess with you, man. Gotta mess
Okay,
with you.
so the other day I saw something that I saw interesting, and I just wonder if you guys have noticed this across time. Okay, I just remember whenever I was a kid growing up, anytime that the parents were going for a family outing, Dad always drove. It didn't matter where we were going, how long we were going to be gone. There was at no point in time that Dad was conscious that Mom ever drove whenever Dad was in the car.
That's right. Yep. Yep.
Was that the same way whenever you were growing up, Chris?
Oh yeah.
Brian?
Oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Dad always drove.
Okay. But have you noticed now that driving has now become this more equality type thing where,
Yes.
it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, but I insist on it.
You insist on driving?
No, let Megan drive.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh, see, Annie drives almost
I drive for
90%
10
everywhere
hours
we
a
go.
day, man.
Right.
She hates my driving, so I don't ever get to drive unless I'm driving myself.
Well, and there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, you don't know
I drive
how
all
many
friggin' day.
times.
I don't
you don't know
wanna
how
do it
many
when I get
times.
off.
You know how many times I look at her and we're fixed to go somewhere, so I'll drive. She goes, "No, I'm driving. I'm driving." All right, Chris.
Yeah.
That's what I call her. I call her Chris because you always drove. When it's because someone asked me when I got my driver's license, I'm like, I didn't get it until I was like 17 or 18. They're like, why? I was like, because all my friends drove and I just rode with them.
Your car, but we drove.
Yeah,
But see, I don't ever mind riding in the passenger seat.
don't bother me.
I don't have but it seems like back in the day that was the thing. That was only men drove, and if women were driving,
Yeah.
they were just running errands to the dry cleaners and to pick up groceries or something.
Yeah. Well, women's lib and all that.
But I just want.
I don't know. I think
What I don't have any kind of desire to. There's nothing in me that says that I need to be the driver.
No, not well. And here,
well, that's because we're woke, Bob.
Oh God. No, here's the thing that bothered me, and it used to always drive me nuts. Is it took me a while to get over her driving a lot. It really did. Because no matter where you go, if you'll just pay attention, especially around here and like over on the other side of town, most of the time it's some girl driving and then some guy that you can tell he's a worthless fuck. And she's driving him everywhere so he can get everything he needs because she loves him. And that's how I felt. It got on my nerves. And it took me a long time to get over that with her driving all the time. It bothered me. I'm like, no, it wasn't because I'm the man. It's just the fact that do people look at me like I'm the piece of shit and she's just driving me everywhere? That's how I felt. So
I would hope so.
I mean, that's like for example, and she since I pointed this out to her, she will not let me do it in the store at all. I told her one day, I said, have you ever noticed that there's always a girl walking and there's that one guy that can't keep his hands off her. And she's always this regular looking girl. Yes. And he's always this piece of shit looking dude that you can tell he has no self-confidence in himself whatsoever. And he has to latch on to this girl because he's afraid she's going to leave him. Have you ever noticed that in a Walmart?
No, not here.
You can usually find it. It's usually somewhere on the not the canned goods aisle, but it's where they got the box dinners.
I was going to say, yeah, I'm definitely envisioning Walmart somewhere.
Yeah. Yes. So you find the hamburger helper, you're going to see that a lot.
So what I'll do is sometimes if I catch her in Walmart,
Tostitos.
She's walking along, I'll go up beside her and I'll put my hand in her back pocket and I'll just kind of snug up to her and we'll walk along.
Now, you're talking about Annie, not the other chick, right?
No, Annie, yeah.
Okay. So if you're just doing it at any old gal.
And then she's not thinking, all of a sudden she'll go, stop it, quit. And then she'll run away from me and go away. Pisses her off. I got her bad the other day in Walmart though, because I know one because I worked there for a little while back in their electronics for about 6 months. Yeah. I know the girl that works up front, and I couldn't. Annie, dude, it never fails. I get in a store, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go right here real quick and get this. I'll be right back. She'll go, okay. I come back, she's nowhere to be found. She's done tootled off somewhere else in the store, and I can't find her. And I will go up aisles and aisles and aisles, and I cannot find her. Finally, this time I said, fuck it. I went over to the front, and I asked the girl, I said, hey, can you please call my wife? She goes, oh, your wife is just here with you? Yeah. What's her name? Annie Fanny. And she looked at me and she goes, I'm not calling her that. I said, yes, you are. She goes, she'll kill me. And I'm like, I don't care. And she goes, attention Walmart shoppers. Can Annie Fanny please come to the front? Annie Fanny. I forgot to record it. I don't know why I didn't, but anyways, I went around the corner.
How pissed was she whenever she
Dude,
got there?
I went down like 4 or 5 registers and she comes kind of scooting out towards the aisle and she's got her head turned and she's looking. Her eyes are bloodshot. It looks like she's about to cry because she gets easily embarrassed. I go up to her and I said, hey, and she goes, I'm going to fucking kill you. And I go, what? I said, I was just hollering for you. She goes, do you know how stupid I feel? I said, why? I said, because the minute that came over that speaker, she said, I just instantly felt everybody was staring at me. Like everybody knows that I'm Annie Fanny. And she goes, I'm about to cry. I'm ready to leave.
Was that her maiden name?
No, I gave it to her. Yeah. Girl got booty, so I just called her Annie Fanny.
Okay, while we're talking about grocery stores. Okay, Chris, you may be aware of this, but the shopping cart was invented in Oklahoma.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. What the fuck did people do before there were shopping carts? I mean, did they just walk around grabbing a handful of shit and walking it back up to the front? Did they have
baskets?
I believe it was a burlap sack. I'm not mistaken.
I mean, seriously, what did they do? Because you had these farming communities, and these people had 10 little bastards that they were trying to raise and feed and shit, and they were going to the store.
Well, did you guys have the situation where you could go in the store and you picked everything you wanted, right? And then they said, all right, we'll meet you at the car with it. Did you guys ever have that down there?
Some. There was a grocery store. My grandma
there was like a conveyor belt situation in a box or something, and you'd pull up to it, and they'd have your license plate number or something. I can't remember what it was.
Well,
we used to do that here.
There was a grocery store that had every cart had a number on it. And so whenever you got your cart full of groceries up to the register, you paid for them, and then they would pull the tag off of the cart and hand it to you.
Yeah.
And then you go get in your car and you pull it around to the loading area and hand them the tag. And then 9 times out of 10, they'd give you the right shit.
Oh, you mean like online shopping on Walmart right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you were still using a cart, so that defeats that.
But
I don't know what the hell they did.
But people had 6, 8,
Baskets.
10 kids. They're not. The other night I think I exceeded the.
No one was walking around with an armload of flour.
Well, I think I exceeded the load limit on a hand cart at Walmart the other night. Whenever I picked up flour, sugar, 2 cartons of eggs, and a couple other things. And
you only got 2 cartons of eggs. That was it.
No, flour, sugar, 2 cartons of eggs.
I know, but I'm used to you getting about a case of eggs.
You're not listening.
I'm cutting down. That was
they were.
That was carrot
There were
night.
36 in each cart.
Yeah. See, now you need to find a way to get him a carrot cake.
I was going to ask.
You like carrot cake?
I'll try it.
It's really good. Bob makes a really good one. Yeah.
All right. It's pretty simple. The next time I'm up, I'll make you one. Unlike Brian, who's never going to come see you.
God damn, we're going to live that down. Hey, of course, I still haven't done it yet, Chris. I promise you I'm going to get it done. I'm going to send his daughter a blanket.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but you know what was wicked? You know what? Well, I'm serious.
Are you going to get it done while she still needs a blanket?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What was
43.
interesting, though.
The fuck am I going to do with a blanket?
Yeah, if I went to Amazon and if I tried to order it here, .com, it was like going to be like just a stupid ass fee on top of it, another $15 fee on top of something else just to get it to Canada. And I was like, well, that's weird. So I thought, hey, Amazon.ca. So I logged in. It took my username and password. It gave everything in. And then it was still like way cheaper for me to buy it there and ship it from there. So I was like, okay. So when I ordered, I'm going to do it from Canada.ca. But at the time, I was still trying to figure out if she wanted the toy, the blanket. And then you were talking about a spider in glass or something, and because she was fascinated by them. Yeah, and those on the side of the road. At little trinket shops.
But as I recall, you can go to any truck stop and you can find them in the tourist section.
I don't think I've seen anything like that in a while. Now they're doing it's more electronics and like skulls with, travel panel and stuff like that. Yeah, it's changed up on CB equipment. Does she like CBs?
USB cords.
USB cords.
Yeah.
If anybody goes to those things, everybody knows what we're talking about because that is some funny shit. Because that is true.
Oh yeah.
That's way true. But anyway, so
lightning to USB.
Yeah. Now, okay, but you're saying she still likes the spirit horse, the horse spirit or whatever it's called, because she's over the whole show. She's over the whole Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
She's seen them all.
Oh, she's seen them all, so no, that's it. She's done.
Well, there's a movie now. We're going to go see that.
Well, I can understand that. Okay, then. All right, then, yeah. So, you're going to go see that too?
Yeah.
So how many movies have you taken her to and you realized you were in the beginning, you're like, I don't know if I want to see this. And then you sit down and you watch it and like, wow, that's a good movie. I've done that to several movies now.
I think
The Trolls.
There was only one movie that I recall that I didn't want to go see. No, we saw Trolls on Netflix. It was no big deal. Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, we're here.
Everybody froze.
Yeah, no, we're here. You're getting a little bitty. You're getting a little bit of static in your voice when you talk.
It's Ida.
Okay, there you go. Ida.
Okay.
Blame it on Ida.
All right, so I did a little bit of reading.
Uh-oh, here we go.
So back before shopping carts,
Bob's gonna dig.
everybody had hand baskets. So you'd walk in the store, you'd get a hand basket, and there was a guy named Goldman who owned the Piggly Wiggly grocery stores in Oklahoma City.
Full taxes, I'm thinking, but okay.
He decided to put wheels on a folding chair with the basket on the seat and one under the seat so that you could actually roll this folding chair with 2 baskets around the store because he didn't want people to quit shopping when they had one basket filled up.
That makes sense.
His idea was a failure because he couldn't get people to use it. Men thought it wasn't manly, and women said that they were already pushing around baby carriages all throughout the day enough that they didn't want to push something else around too. he had to hire models to stroll through the store, and he put a gal at the front entrance to offer people shopping carts as they came through. And whenever they would object to the shopping cart, the girl would point to the models that were shopping with the shopping carts and say, "Why is it a big deal? Everybody's using them." And then people would start using the shopping carts.
Yeah. Ooh. We can get models to get shots for COVID shots.
COVID shots, yes. We'll get. Hey, if you want to look this thin and beautiful, all you have to do is get the vaccine.
That's right. Oh,
Yeah, that's
we figured it out.
Yeah, but we don't have Victoria's Secrets anymore, right?
What?
They got rid of
it's
it.
gone.
It's gone. All the girls are gone.
Bankrupt. Yeah.
Well, no, it wasn't bankrupt. They got rid of them because
they filed for bankruptcy.
I thought they went woke and they hired the soccer girl and she was the new spokesman. Then they found a bunch of racist shit about her that she had said, so they kicked her out.
Well, no, wait a second, Brian.
It's one of those random things that I know.
Yeah.
Don't.
I don't know why
They just recently filed for bankruptcy.
I don't know why you're popping all of a sudden. It could be your earpiece.
Why would it be his
Change
earpiece?
here.
He's got an earpiece in, a wireless one. Battery could be going low.
But it's an earpiece. It's not a
That's a
microphone.
possibility.
No, that's a microphone.
Oh, okay.
Also. God, he thinks I know what I'm talking about. Did you hear all that? Look at this little guy over here. Same. All right. Yeah, no, so you heard they filed bankruptcy.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know
They shut
that.
down a whole bunch of stores here. And,
God, all those panties just gone.
By 2016, Victoria's
that's
Secret
special
market
anyways.
share began to decline, increasingly giving way to a growing consumer preference for athleisure. That's a combination of athletics and leisure.
Yeah.
Okay.
and Lululemon.
They canceled the circulation of their catalog in 2016. I think that's probably because at that point in time you could get all the online HD porn for free. No need to have a Victoria's Secret catalog.
Yeah.
The brand struggled.
People said, I'm not paying for cable.
Absolutely. The brand struggled to maintain its market position following ongoing criticism and controversy over the unsavory behavior and business practices of corporate leadership. Okay, as of May 2020, with over 1,070 stores, Victoria's Secret remained the largest lingerie retailer in the U.S. But parent company L Brands announced the planned closure of 250 stores in 2020, a nearly 25% reduction of retail locations following the COVID-19 pandemic.
Gave them the perfect time to get out.
But I don't see anything at all about them filing for bankruptcy. Now, they may have...
No?
Okay. In Canada...
Maybe. Yeah, there you go.
Say, get it
Well,
right,
the company
Chris.
announced
Come
in
on.
May 2020 plans to permanently shutter 13 of its 38 Canadian stores, representing a loss of a third of the Canadian fleet.
You better run out and get some more, Chris. Hurry.
It's a fleet. Victoria's
Apparently.
Secret fleet.
Why you
Sexiest battleships known to man.
Yeah, but I don't see anything at all about them
No?
doing anything.
No bankruptcy.
No.
All right. Maybe
well,
I heard
I
wrong.
had just heard the reason they got rid of the models is because of the whole woke issue going on, and they were tired of, hey, women have to look this way.
Yeah, I
So they
believe it.
stopped all that. And then they got a hold of that soccer player, that blonde-headed lady, I don't remember her name. Well, they ended up digging back like
Yeah, I
they
know
always
you know.
do on everybody. They dig back like 15
Megan
years on their
something, right?
Twitter. They go back 4 or 5 years on their Twitter, and they find one thing they said, and then everybody destroys them. And it's just ridiculous. That's like when
No, Trump said they lost their soccer game at the World Cup because she was gay.
he did not say that. Look
Something
it up,
very
Bob. I
simple.
want to see if he said that. Now, if he said that, he's a dipshit. But no, that
It might have been there's other reasons why he's a dipshit.
Well,
That's
There's
not the
a
defining
a
factor.
variety of reasons. No, that's not going to do it.
yeah, I know that won't shut you up. God dang it, resist. Nah, dude, I've come to the generalization that most politicians are just dumbasses, regardless. A lot of them are. Okay, are you trying to find out what he said? The comment. Okay, he's going to look that up because I'm curious. I don't believe that he said that.
It might have been about the Olympics recently, and them not winning a. Yeah, that's right. I think that was it.
Because they were gay. That just doesn't sound like something.
No, something about her being outspoken or something like that. He said that's why.
Oh, they're talking about the girl who covered her face up or done something because she said basically America was shit and she can't believe she's standing here and all that. It's like, girl, you were in the Olympics. You just won something. Calm down. Yeah, it was that girl.
No,
okay. Some black girl, I think. I think
Trump said the team would have won gold instead of bronze if it weren't led by leftist maniacs.
There we go, leftist maniacs. That's what it was. Because
sure.
we're gay.
Yeah. All right.
Say, Chris, see where you went with that.
Whatever.
Fancy that.
Yeah. If our soccer team, headed by a radical group of leftist maniacs, wasn't woke, they would have won the gold medal instead of the bronze.
Now, I still think that shit too.
Woke means whatever. You lose. Everything that is woke goes bad, and our soccer team certainly has. They should replace the wokesters with patriots and start winning again. What a fucktard. You know, he couldn't get a soccer ball from one goal to the other.
He doesn't know what a soccer ball is. What are you talking about?
Painted it up to look like a piece of fried chicken.
All he does is he calls his guy and he says, pick that ball up and take it down there. They say, okay, that's it.
Yeah. But don't tell anyone.
Yeah, don't tell anyone. Tell him I did it. Yeah. Tell him that it's the best. It is no one has ever seen this in the world of how I picked up this soccer ball and I walked it all the way down here. It's been the best thing ever done. Yeah, he was really bad about that.
There's a Four Seasons joke in here somewhere. I'm not going to go with.
That got on my nerves. Definitely.
Okay. Do you guys remember Bob Ross?
The painter.
Yes.
Painter.
Happy Little Clouds.
Who doesn't remember Bob?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is a
Happy Little Clouds, Happy Little Trees.
Yeah, there's a documentary about him on Netflix. It's about an hour and a half long, and it goes over.
That.
You did see it?
No, I didn't see it. I saw the advertisement.
Oh, okay.
Any good?
It was fascinating. All right. Now, what the interesting thing is, he got screwed over by his business partners, and whenever he died, his kid didn't get a thing from the empire that he had built after 12 or 13 seasons of painting thousands of paintings.
Wasn't he on PBS?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where's the money?
Hell, I don't know.
His business partners got it all.
Yeah, people buy in. Well, people probably bought his paintings, I'm sure. I mean, look at the Chia Pets. They sold like crazy.
PBS was publicly funded. That was the point.
But no, it's publicly funded. But no, there's an entire Bob Ross empire of paints, brushes,
I didn't know that.
Canvas kits. They're selling Bob Ross bathrobes. You can get Chia Pets. You can get through
lingerie.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So the entire Bob Ross name and empire
it's bushy.
Is now being controlled by people that basically used him as a puppet.
It's awful.
So they capitalized on his
fame.
What? His imagery? His fame in a very all right, sure. What's the problem?
Well,
it's a problem.
Well, he Bob Ross didn't own any of the rights.
Said the guy wearing a Cheech and Chong t-shirt.
Hell yeah.
So whenever Bob Ross died, all of his assets were supposed to transfer to his child.
But they screwed him over.
But they had some paperwork drafted, and I think they got his signature on it on the last few days of his life that is questionable about whether he was incapacitated or not. And basically, they now own all of the rights to the entire Bob Ross empire.
That's pretty shitty. That's pretty shitty.
So his son or his children, his son, I guess.
Son, yes.
Isn't getting anything.
Nothing. Has never received a penny.
Yeah, I would get some big ass attorneys on that shit. Of course, by the time they're done, you lose half the damn wealth anyways.
They couldn't even get a dozen people.
I think they are the big ass attorneys. That's why he's not getting it.
No,
there were a dozen people that refused to be interviewed for this documentary for fear of being sued because the folks that have the empire now are very litigious people that love filing lawsuits against people.
Wow. Yeah.
Sure.
People are dicks.
Well, apparently, back in the day, they had paint classes, and so if you wanted to teach the Bob Ross style of painting, you went to this class to become a instructor, and then they would teach you how to use all the methods that Bob Ross uses. Then you go and you teach your paint classes, and you're promoting the paints and the brushes and the palettes and the canvas and everything,
the hairdo
and all of this and that. but they had contracts that they required their people to sign that you couldn't so much as mention any other artist while teaching class or anything. You couldn't mention any other technique. You could, if it wasn't exactly as they prescribed 100% in their training class, it was off limits. You couldn't use any other products. You couldn't use any other brushes. You couldn't use anything else.
But doesn't that take away from the whole point of being an artist? Who wants to go to a class to learn how to paint like Bob Ross?
But the thing is, the people
who are making money off of it.
No, a lot of people want to learn how to, his thing was landscapes. And see, I didn't know enough about him to realize that all he really did was landscapes. There's some people that they specialize in flowers.
Yeah.
He specialized in landscapes. Some people specialize in faces. I mean, every different little niche has its own people that like to do their thing. Yeah. And so some people that wanted to learn how to do landscapes went and took a class from the Bob Ross people because they knew how to do landscapes. But while they were doing landscapes, you couldn't ask them, hey, okay, if I want to put some type of flowers in this, how do I do that?
Get out.
Yeah. You're a filthy fucker, if the instructors mentioned anything, or if the instructor needed a different brush that wasn't offered by the Bob Ross and went and bought a different brush and tried to use it, they have records of instructors being kicked out of the program for things like that. And it was supposed to be this,
it was just a painter, people.
Right. But they wanted an ironclad lockdown on every iota of anything that had to do with anything involved with those training programs.
Interesting. And that was all in that documentary?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Check that out. Do you have Hulu up there? You got Hulu?
No. We have something called Crave. It's similar.
Okay.
What you looking for on Hulu?
Well, no, I was going to ask him if he's watched Reservation Dogs yet.
No, that's coming to Disney Plus of all things.
Is it really?
Do you have that?
It's on Hulu. Yeah. It's really good. It's
we have that. I got a 5-year-old.
Yeah, I'm something on the screen.
Yeah.
We've
my finger.
We're up to. We've seen all four episodes so far, and it's really good. Yeah, you're gonna like it. It's funny.
We're gonna get there. We just finished. What was that? The Lotus Hotel, something like that.
Lotus. I don't know anything about that.
Which is the Lotus Hotel. It's
that sounds dirty.
It's a show.
Yeah.
It's a show. That's all I can say. It's
is
a
it
show.
What, just like disturbing, or is it just?
No, you have to watch it.
Okay.
It's just something.
I've been talking to Bob and them about Fringe. Have you watched any of that?
I've heard it. That's old. No, I haven't watched
it's old. It's got old boy from Dawson's Creek in it and whatever. Dude, that is a trippy show. That it's pretty trippy. I mean, it's I'm going on season 3.
Ben from Lost too.
Yeah, I'm going on season 3 right now, and I'm a little I'm starting in a little irritated and disappointed because they're starting to do weird shit like. They start talking, all of a sudden they're telling a story. Yeah, just kind of shit. And then somehow they bring it back, and now this is happening. And it's starting to become predictable. And I'm like, I don't know. I keep watching it because I'm hoping it's going to go back to, because the beginning of the very first episode, it's just boom, and everything starts going nuts every episode. Okay. And then all of a sudden it's just getting weird.
Okay, Chris, does that show The White Lotus?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. No. Yes, maybe. Shit, I don't know.
Social satire following the exploits of various employees and guests of it at an exclusive.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. The actual name of it is The White Lotus.
White Lotus, sure.
Did you call it Lotus Hotel?
Lotus Hotel, sure.
Well,
we're watching a show now called The Flight Attendant, and I keep calling it the Stewardess. I don't know.
That's got what's her name in it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What's her name from?
Kaylee Cuoco.
Big Bang Theory or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, she's awesome.
Yeah.
She's always been one of my favorites.
The wife says you should watch You're the Worst.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know which one that is either, but it's a show apparently she's watching.
That sounds familiar.
Let's see.
I don't know what it is, though. It sounds familiar.
I don't recognize anybody in this.
Which one's that?
Aya Cash, Chris Gere, Heather.
Is that the flight attendant or?
No, this is that You're the Worst cast.
Oh, I think it's a sketch show. I think.
Really?
I think. I'm not sure. Like
You're
I've
the
never seen
Worst
it, but
is a modern look at love and happiness told through the eyes of two people who haven't been very successful with either. It's
Yeah, it says it's a. She said it's a hardcore show where foreign guys meet American girls. Why is the wife trying to meet some foreign guys? Is that what she's telling me?
I was gonna say, what happens? Is it porn? What's going on?
It's a binge watching show, but so good it makes Shameless look bad.
What?
Oh, it makes Shameless look bad. That's pretty crazy to make Shameless look
Never watched
bad.
Shameless either.
Yeah, I've watched that. You know, I tried to watch the original one.
Oh, the British one?
Yeah, and I just could not fall into that when I tried.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I watched like half an hour and I was like, okay, this is just not crossing over with me at all. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I've only made it up to season 4 of Shameless, the U.S. version.
It's all been pretty good. I think they've got season 9 coming out, and that's it, I think.
Yeah, they're doing their last season, or it's already out. Or,
Yeah.
But I was trying to get it involved, but somehow or another, I kept losing interest somewhere in season 4, and I just couldn't get back to it.
There's every season has some kind of fallout in them, but I don't remember. I don't know. I think I stuck through all of them, I think.
But William H. Macy is brilliant.
Now, which one's that?
The dad.
Yeah. Well, he's
Oh,
great.
yeah. Dude, I'm not good with names. I know faces.
Fargo.
Yes, he's awesome. Yes, he plays awesome in that show. He's great. Yes. So, what music you listening to these days?
You still turning on Frank?
Huh? Oh, no, not so much. It's a lot of country actually.
What?
Country.
Holy
Yeah,
shit!
Sturgill.
What?
Now, wait a minute. Are you talking about country?
Sturgill Simpson, man.
Or are you talking about hip hop?
Hip hop. You talking
No,
about
I'm
hip hop
talking about country.
like Luke Bryan and all them stars and
No.
Carrie Underwood.
Okay,
and
what
No.
was that? What was that shit?
Sturgill Simpson.
Sturgill Simpson.
What was that
I don't know who
shithole
that
of a
is.
song I mentioned
Yeah.
to you a couple of
Oh,
weeks ago?
dude.
Oh, that one about took the girl to Arby's and
Yeah,
everybody's got a little dance to it.
Walker Hayes, some fancy like,
fancy life.
yeah, fancy like,
Took her to Burger King. Is that you?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyways, Bob showed me it's terrible. They have a dance.
First
to
time
it.
caller.
First time. Yeah. I don't know who called earlier. I want to call him back now and ask him why.
Call him back, yeah.
you
Star
call-
69.
You want to call him back, Chris?
Is that a thing? Star 69? Do they do that?
That you take off the star, there is a 69. Yes. Gert.
Hey-o.
All right, here. Let's call him back so that we can get him to answer.
All our agents are currently busy with other calls. If we reach you by mistake, please press 1 now to place under Do Not Call list. To leave a message, press 2.
Oh, well, there you go. I think they had a question about your warranty on your car.
Yeah. Does that happen there too?
No.
What kind of crank calls y'all get, or telemarketers or stuff?
Oh, no, we got just local yahoos doing stuff. We got some guys going around now to old folks and telling them that they'll mow their lawn or whatever,
Yeah.
get a down payment, and just not show up.
Are you serious?
Well, how much down payment do you
Yeah.
need to mow a lawn? What,
I
$5,
don't know what's going on. It's
$10?
just what I've heard. I don't know. I think they're charging me hundreds of dollars to do it for the whole year, and just nothing. Hey, May.
She says hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we get a lot of those. And what is really weird is I actually had one day I looked down at my phone and I was calling myself. And it was someone wanting me to extend my warranty on my car, and it was from my phone number. Crazy shit.
Was it you calling you? Were you having a bad dream?
No, I was at work. I looked down. I was like, what the hell is that? Why am I calling myself? And apparently that happens to a lot of people. So, yeah, it's ridiculous, man. There are people are too lazy to work right now. Where was I today that they said they can't?
Oh,
get
we got
people
that
to-
problem.
Yeah, well, it's because they're giving away money here like water, so no one wants to
Yeah.
work. Who is
Yeah,
that?
we're, all the
No,
restaurants.
here's
all
the
of-
problem.
They're
People-
looking for people.
People don't want to work for poverty wages.
No, the McDonald's is
That's-
starting out at
yeah,
$17 an
that's more
hour with a
accurate.
$500 sign-on bonus.
But you've got to work 90 days before you even get the $500 sign-on bonus.
So there's a lot of jobs that do that.
Okay.
Take it. $17 an hour to flip burgers? Fuck yeah.
But how many hours a week will they give you?
Not if you're getting paid by the government that much.
Well, what do you mean by the government that much? What are you talking about?
Well, that's what we're getting. We're getting up here for the whole COVID thing. They're giving us something called CERB. What is it called? I don't know. I can't remember what it's called. People are getting like $2,000 a month just to sit on their butts.
That's what you're getting right now?
Well, he's not. He's actually working on a daily basis.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Now here, now, me having 2 daughters, I'm actually getting $500 a month for 6 months. They're giving that to help out with the kids stuff.
Child credit.
Yes, yeah. So we're getting that.
Yeah, we always get that.
Where was I today? I went somewhere and the guy was talking to me and he was like, yeah, he said, it's hard to find anybody to work. He said, actually just work.
Yeah.
He said, drives me nuts. He said, I'm here working, but no one wants to come to work. We've had a lot of restaurants.
No, Bob was right. No one wants to work for minimum wage anymore. It's not worth it, especially with, everything's going up. I mean,
well, yeah.
I was just talking today, a car or a truck, I should say, here, you can't find one for less than $35,000. It's got less than 200,000 kilometers or 130,000 kilometers on it. It's just ridiculous. My truck that I've got now is 2017 Tacoma. I can turn around and sell for $45,000.
Damn. Well,
it's ridiculous.
My old Ford truck, I had it. I paid $4,000 for it. Drove the shit out of it, done a few things to it, and they turned around and bought it for me for $4,000 again. Which technically it had like 185,000 miles on it, and I think it was maybe only worth, I don't know, 1,500 naturally. But they gave me $4,000 for it, and then they're trying to sell it for $6,000, and I think they probably got $6,000 for it. So
right. But no one wants to go to work for $12 an hour if everything's going to cost them much. They can't afford anything. Rent here is just gone crazy.
Oh, it's gone crazy here too. There's some houses that are going for $1,800 a month in rent. But the thing is, though, but the deal is, though, if you don't want to work, because I mean everything goes up, but how in the hell are you going to survive if you don't work? Do you expect everybody to just take care of you all your life? No, you've got to go to work. I mean, I still work. And I've still got to pay all these high prices. It sucks, but somebody needs to work.
But see, I'm not an economist. I don't know how these things work. I did have this question for Bob, though. I was going to ask him, but
okay,
where does this all go? I mean, everything keeps getting more and more expensive, and no one's making anymore. It's going to fall apart, right?
Yes,
am I wrong?
Absolutely.
I don't know what happened.
No, to say, okay, what is happening is, as Americans, we have enjoyed a inflated lifestyle compared to the rest of the world, just by the virtue of us being Americans. And over the last couple of decades, everything has started to flatten out in our lifestyles because you've had all the shifts that have happened in the labor market with the flattening of the organizations, the automation, the modernization. Frontline managers that used to manage half a dozen people are now managing 20 and 30 people. So power is being shifted more to the top, and there isn't a flow of the organization. Yeah. So basically now at this point in time, you've got tons of worker bees, you've got a little bit of middle managers, and then you've got upper echelon execs that are making all the decisions. So you've got automation that has came in the last 40, 50 years that has just eliminated so many jobs. Now you've got the fast food places. They've got their kiosks they expect you to order from. You've got all the self-checkouts at Walmart. And I've said it once, and I've said it 100 times. The people that have the capacity to run your canned goods across the conveyor belt at a Walmart and check you out do not have the skills and will never be able to amass the skills to work on those kiosks or design the software to program those kiosks.
Right.
Or so it's not a situation where you can take the gal that can barely run a cash register and she's where she's going to be for life and go retrain her to be the technician that comes out and unjams the receipt, the receipt printer of the kiosk. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
So you've got all of this automation happening. Whenever the world started shifting, when they figured out they could disassemble a dining room table and put hundreds of them in a container ship in Malaysia and float them across the sea for $1,500 and reassemble them here and make a fortune. Yeah. So what we've done is...
Or make the customer rebuild them.
Exactly. Well, there's the IKEA model if you'd like, but that's what happening with the majority of like the furniture stores here, and any goods that you can get shipped across. There was even they were doing feasibility studies a few years ago of actually taking chickens and getting refrigerated cargo ships, killing the chickens here, putting them on a cargo ship, sending them across to Asia, having the people in Asia pull the whole birds out and process them into the your 8-piece packs, your wings, repackage them all, send the packaged chicken back across in a container ship, and it was going to be actually cheaper than having a factory here take care of all of the chicken processing. Because the only thing that it was costing them was $1,500 each way on a container ship, and the cost of labor was so much cheaper.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I was doing a feasibility study on finances in Malaysia a few years ago. And in 2017, they raised minimum wage in Malaysia to $100 a month, and that was causing companies to go to different countries to to build factories and hire labor, because $100 a month to pay a Malaysian minimum wage was too steep of a labor hurdle for the company to bear.
Right.
It's stupid.
Yeah, but if it's too much money then, and you raise everybody, look, I don't want anybody to get me wrong. I'm happy that someone can make $15, $17 an hour, cutting grass, making chicken, flipping a burger, whatever. If they can do it, kick ass. I'm glad McDonald's done that. But my thing is, if it's already costing too much now, when everybody starts getting paid even more, and all these companies start driving up their prices, because now a burger's already, I think a decent burger here is like still $6, and that's at McDonald's. And so you give everybody $17 an hour, and everything starts going like this.
Well, some people were talking about, if they raise up the minimum wage, then you're going to pay $80 for a burrito at Taco Bell. Well, they were showing up in Washington, D.C. The minimum wage in D.C., I think, is like $13 or $14 an hour right now. And the most expensive burrito at Taco Bell is $3.79. It's about 30 cents a burrito higher than it is at other places.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind them doing something like that. That's cool. I get it. I mean, if that helps. But see, here's another thing where I agree with people about getting more money is the fact that these companies have got to stop being so freaking damn greedy. But everybody says that, but nothing ever changes. But that's just the bottom line. Like, it took me a while to realize, and now, Bob, you can tell me if I'm wrong or not. But
You're wrong.
Okay. Well.
So,
but this is this is how I see it, and how I feel when I hear companies say we are projected to make $1 billion this year. But this year, we only actually made $750 million this year. So we're going to have to cut jobs and this and that. Okay, you projected. That means that's what you thought you were going to make, but you didn't. But you still made a fuckload of money. It's almost like they're using words to make an excuse to screw everybody over. Does that make sense, what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I'm projected to make this much, but I don't make it because this is what I think I'm going to make.
Right.
But I still made a shitload of money. But I didn't.
Yeah, anything that's profit is profit. That's what it is.
Yeah, but sometimes when is enough enough? I mean, I do agree with that. When is enough?
That's right. And that's,
I think
that's more or less my question.
Whenever somebody can work a full 40-hour week, they can cover their basic needs. Their basic needs being a roof over their head, medical care, decent food. They shouldn't be, you shouldn't be ramen every night.
Ramen. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I agree with that too. Yes, I mean it would be great, but see the sad part is that there's people out there that will take that on. They will take account of that, and they will be responsible. But then there's all the other ones that are just fucking unresponsible, and then pretty soon we're all back to taking care of them again. Okay. And that's where a lot of people get ticked off.
So, like Washington D.C., minimum wage in Washington D.C. is $15.20 an hour, effective July 1st, 2021.
Okay.
There's still restaurants in D.C. People are still ordering food. Everybody's still getting along. But, if you've got a full-time job in Washington, D.C., you're at least making $30,000 a year.
Oh, that's good.
At least.
Yeah.
I mean, I would think that the average salary in D.C., of all places in the world, especially in the country, would be ridiculous.
What's Oklahoma?
whatever the national minimum is, it's $7.25.
Oh, it's still $7.25.
And yeah, okay.
And you can't. I mean, you seriously can't live off that.
Okay. And tipped employees. This is so much bullshit. The tipped employees make $2.13 an hour plus tips.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how that.
The only place that you can bank big time
union
is being at being making $2 or something an hour is if you work in a casino and you work out there the slot machines and stuff. Those people bank.
Okay, but see, here's the problem.
That's it.
Here's
That's
the
all I know.
Here's the problem I have with this. You are putting your employees' livelihoods in the hands of every fuck that walks through your door as a collective.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree.
I think the theory originally was like a meritocracy thing, like you'll get tipped based on how well you do and all that, but that's not the case. I mean, how did anyone think that was a good idea to begin with?
Hey, Chris, I think I just figured out your problem. Your headphone, I think it's rubbing against your beard. Whenever you talk, I think your jaw is moving and it's causing it to. Can you take it down?
I'll put him up.
There we go. I mean, okay, talk to me. Let me see if I can hear you.
I don't remember what I said.
Yeah, okay, that sounds good. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I promise I didn't. It's just I know it was scratching and it was busting my one good ear. Oh, I don't either. Now we can barely hear you. Take them back down. We'll just go with it. We're good. You're supposed to wear them straight down. You realize that, right? Okay, got it.
Not these ones. These are like $40.
Oh, okay.
Amazon
you know what? I'll tell you something.
Oh, that's too loud.
You know, that I would honestly say that's the best ones I have ever heard on a speaker for $40. I bought some knockoff Apple ones and they sounded like shit. They sounded good, but as speaker wise, they were terrible. Okay, anyways, back to what we were doing. We were talking about the minimum wage, and I had to get all involved in Chris's ear. So the tips, yes.
The whole tip thing.
Yeah, the tip thing, yeah, I agree with Bob. I think it's ridiculous. You're going to pay them $2 or something an hour, and then you're going to let everybody else decide their livelihood.
Right. But they put this provision in there, like the employer must make up to at least the minimum wage for employees that don't get enough tips to make minimum wage. So basically, you're saying,
right.
You know, okay, not every restaurant is going to be your high-end steakhouses where you've got experienced wait staff and stuff like that. I mean, you got people that are going to the Sizzler. You got people going to the Golden Corral. It just...
Yeah, they're not getting tipped the same.
Right.
No, not by far. No.
You know, here's your $2. I mean, my dad was notoriously cheap for tipping. I mean, we'd go to Red Lobster once. We went to Red Lobster one time. The bill was more than $100. He left a $5 on the table and thought that was sufficient. So that was the time that halfway out the restaurant, I forgot my phone and had to go back to the table to get it.
Yeah.
Reach into my wallet and you know, shelling out more money for a tip than what my meal probably actually cost.
It took me over time to realize to tip a little better. I wasn't really the best tipper, but the wife Annie she taught me how to tip a little better. And now I will say Bob gives me shit because of a pizza guy once that tipped. I only gave him $2 because he looked like a damn pedophile and he was an asshole. So he's lucky he got $2. But if somebody, like for example, it wasn't too long ago. There's this we went over at Monterey Jack's and we sat down. Our waiter, he remembered us. Great dude. Brought out everything we wanted. He was so cool. Took care of everything. Boom, we're done. I think our entire meal was like $19, but I think we tipped him $15. Just you know, of that much. But
Okay.
but we will do stuff like that if you're good. Now there's another
That's
guy.
just bad math, man.
What? I just gave him $15.
That's just bad math.
Why is that bad?
On a
math?
$19 tab?
Yeah. It was a good tip. Why is that too much?
That's a ridiculous tip.
That's a good tip.
Yeah,
15%, man.
But
Yeah, it's awesome.
But if
See, and you call me cheap.
But if they were sitting there, you know, enjoying an hour and a half of meal, and I mean, it's not like my dad who would go sit down at a coffee shop and sit there for 5 hours for a cup of $1.39 coffee. And then whenever they raised the price 30 cents, he refused to go back in there anymore because he was going to let 30 cents dictate his quality of life.
Now,
Sure.
See,
Well, yeah. But Brian's talking about buying a burger for $20 and giving the guy a $25 tip. What?
No, that wasn't a burger. That was a sit-down meal that I had, and the guy had to actually serve me.
What's the difference?
There's a huge difference. Because he brought me everything I wanted, and he remembered me, refilled my drinks, polite, brought everything to me. Now, if I go there and there's this other guy there, which I try to avoid every time I go there, he's a dick. He might come by once, and that's as he's walking by, what do you want to eat? And he kind of leaves on, and he's a dick. I've actually left him a penny because he's so terrible.
I see what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
If you're shitty to me,
$19 on a $15 tab is just ridiculous. I don't care what the service is.
Well,
that's crazy.
I've done that before because he was a really nice guy. We've actually gone places and they've treated us. Our meal might be $30, and we've actually left it $20 just because we felt good out of our hearts.
I'm going to bring you a $5 burrito. I'm going to be the nicest guy in the world and hope for a $20 tip.
No, probably not a 20 on that. It depends on how good you are. It depends on if you wink at me or not.
Oh, I'll wink it. I might give you a little lick.
But we have done that. Ooh, I saw that. No, we actually have done, and it's been for people that have actually just, you could tell they've gone out of their way and they've actually done more than what's required of them, of their job, then I will actually tip higher. But if you're a dick and you're a piece of shit, then I ain't got nothing to do with you. And then I might leave you a couple bucks. That's my, hey, you were okay. But that one guy, like I said, I left him a penny once. If I could have cut that damn penny in half, I would have done it because he was that terrible. And I've done that before. But so you've never just got really great service, even though the bill was cheap. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to leave this guy a little more. Just because.
I've left
okay.
Really, well, what I consider really nice tips, but I'm not approaching the price on the tab. I'm not giving anybody a $25 tip on a $20 tab. It doesn't make sense.
It's not the point about it. Just stop thinking about the math and just think about how you feel about that moment of who helped you. No, but I'm just saying, just out of the kindness of your heart. I mean, dude, I could tell you right now.
I'd give someone $5 on a $15 tip.
If Safe Moon went to $1 and all of a sudden yes, Bob, I had to throw it in there.
Oh, wow.
And then all of a sudden I'm a multi-millionaire. Don't underestimate
Are you a multi-millionaire?
No, I'm hoping to be. It's going to take time.
Oh,
but
all right.
Let's say that
will you come to Canada?
Huh? Hell yeah, dude! I would fly to Canada. I'd probably buy part of Canada and live there. Yes, I would if I really did have the money.
Oh, there's an island for sale. There's a bunch of islands for sale.
Well, cool. I'll buy one. Then we'll all go live there. I mean, you can sit out on the ocean and drink Coronas.
Half of the year.
Or no, you don't like Corona, do you? What do you like?
Coronas.
Yeah, my Corona. Anyways, no. That was terrible. That was great. No, but I'm saying, let's say for example,
it's not a great podcast.
I would be shut up. I would be the guy that would actually, honestly, I would probably leave like $100 bill just because I want to be that person. I would love to be a multimillionaire and just randomly see some kid staring at a car and I just walk over and buy him a brand new car. That's the kind of person I would be, and I would hope I could be. And that's just how I am. So sometimes when I'm feeling a little bit better about something that's going on that I'm in and I feel really comfortable with, then I don't mind leaving a little extra money. I really don't. Even if it's way more than it's probably what needed. Because Bob thinks I'm a cheap ass, and we've just learned that you're a worse cheap ass than I am.
No, I'm not. I'm just not.
No, I'm not.
$25 on a $20 tab. I give minimum 50% tip.
Minimum 50? 50%?
15.
Oh, 15 minimum.
15.
Okay. What's the highest you've ever given?
Oh, who knows?
Bob, what's the highest you've ever given?
I don't know. I've probably given at least $100.
Okay. What was your bill?
On a $100 tab?
It was probably like $600.
$600? Yeah. You only left 100? God, you should have at least left 200.
I said it was at least 100. I could probably pull out the receipt because I think I kept that one.
They probably did. No, I think it's a good tip. Now, some of them casino people.
That's very generous of you.
When I worked there for a while, I heard about stories of like some of them people down there, they would cash them out if they won. The person might win 10 grand, and they've actually had people turn around and give them $1,000 tip. They didn't have to, but they did because they were happy and they felt good.
Didn't have to.
No, didn't have to.
There's sometimes that I actually tip more than I should just because I know what the people are making that are tipped employees.
Yeah.
Mm.
See, I worked at a restaurant for a while that did tips, but they didn't do tips to the individual servers. They collected all the tips from everybody and split them among everybody that worked at the restaurant.
Yeah.
No,
I've heard of that. I've never experienced it.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't like that. That sucks because you always get the lazy ass who doesn't do anything and treats everybody like shit, and they still get the same amount of money.
Right.
Yeah, it sucks. It's not fair for the person that busts their ass.
But usually they would run those people off really quick.
Yeah, you would hope they do.
Yeah, the manager one just wouldn't put up with
unless they're banging the manager or something. Then
but
ain't got no
I
choice.
just remember there were some weeks that you'd have your paycheck and they'd put the tip money on the board, and it would be like an extra 70 cents an hour for everybody that worked there. Basically.
Yeah, that sucks.
I wouldn't pay for this podcast. I'm just saying.
Why are you being mean? Well, why are you being all mean?
I'm not being mean.
Oh, all right.
I don't think we've actually talked about anything.
Actually, we've covered quite a bit, believe it or not.
Why do we have to cover anything?
I don't know.
This whole
That's
concept
a good point too.
was
That's a good point too.
This whole concept was set up for us just to have conversations like we used to, sitting around the table, having a few drinks.
But I'm not
back.
drunk.
Well, whose fault is that?
That's not your fault. That's not your fault. I know.
You got to wake up with a little one in the
I
morning.
got really. There's that. I got really, really drunk about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Camping? Were you camping?
No, just no, just the neighbors.
Ah, cool.
Had a driveway party. Driveway?
Yeah.
I think we were in a driveway.
Yeah, you park on the driveway, you drive on the parkway.
That's right. Exactly. Thank you, Bob.
Yeah. Which I totally don't get. There are so many things. Okay, we were thinking about the other day. You tell people hang up the phone.
Yeah, because you used to.
Right. It doesn't apply anymore.
No.
You tell anybody under 30 to hang up a phone, they probably never hung up a phone. They probably pressed a button to end a call.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right. Yeah, that's why they say end call now. They don't say hang up. Right.
Right.
Well, that's what gets me anymore. A lot of people don't like talk on the phone anymore. They don't at all. I've tried to call Novotny and he won't pick up his phone, but I can text him and he'll answer right back.
Oh,
absolutely.
It drives me nuts.
Don't bother me when I got my pants down.
Well, no, this is no matter what. He'll tell you, I do not want to talk to anybody on the phone. Damn it, just text me.
Okay, so
I'm not going to tell you my entire day or talk to you about. Maybe that's why he doesn't want me to answer the phone.
He just doesn't want to talk to you.
He doesn't want to hear me talk.
He doesn't want you to scare the fish off. He doesn't need an excuse.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I've got a cousin who posted a meme the other day, and it just cracked me up. Text message comes across that says, "I called." Response was, "I watched it ring."
That's Mike, exactly. Right. Drives me freaking nuts.
No.
All right, Chris, I think we are coming to an
either.
end. We're at 2.5 hours in, so we're probably going to go ahead and reel it in and call it good.
He always does this. Every time we're on a roll, we're just hanging out, we're having a good time. He's like,
he doesn't have to edit these to where I'm digging a 9 gig file to try to edit it. It gets very tedious. So.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
It does.
Next time I'll do it with a drink.
Next time.
Or two.
Yeah,
Well,
Hey,
okay.
you'll have to come back on with us again.
Well, hopefully by next time, I'm going to have a lot more things done. And I'm planning on actually stocking the refrigerator with some adult beverages so that we can actually enjoy cocktails.
Get loose.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea.
I'll say a whole bunch of stupid
Yeah,
shit.
dude, I don't know if that's going to be good. I mean, we can't get too loose.
I've
No.
been having this kind of habit forming event lately where there's a Henry Hudson's less than a mile from my house, and I'll just
Yeah, I saw that you don't like the glasses. Yeah.
I enjoy the old beer mugs that they used to have that they kept frosted in the frozen. So anytime you'd order a draft,
I
beer,
remember that. Yeah.
they'd have the little ice
Yeah,
hockey
they pulled it out of the
pucks.
cooler.
Exactly. They don't do that anymore. It's just it's a regular glass.
Some of the good
They got to save a buck.
Well, okay, they don't
Got
have
to pay them people $17 an hour.
They don't have 69-cent beers
They got
either.
No, they got to stretch that profit margin.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember back whenever they had 69-cent beers?
I don't remember. I remember Penny Beer Night, or was it Dime?
No,
I
that
remember
one at
Penny.
Henry Hudson's they never did those kind of specials.
No.
In cahoots.
No, that was at that country bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ride a bull.
Hey, was it $5 and
You could pay
Penny Bar?
I thought it was $7, and any coin in your pocket got you a beer, and you could.
You had to stand on a long ass line, and then hopefully they'll give you 2 instead of have to get back in line.
I don't recall ever doing it more than once. Yeah.
Yeah.
Going there more than once.
Yeah.
Well, there was that place,
But it was nice. I like the idea.
that place for little
The
Paul
theory.
called the Zoo Club, that they would have a keg, and
That sounds familiar.
if you paid $5 to get in, they gave you a cup, and it was good till the keg was drained.
That's cool. Hey, did you ever hear about that bar that they used to beg people to come inside and they would give them green beer? Rattlebones. Remember that time the band was inside playing? We were all out on the patio
Because they sucked.
The band sucked, and Greg was begging us to come in there and watch the band. He'd give us all the green beer we wanted.
Yeah, sometime around St. Patty's Day or shortly thereafter, they still hadn't gotten rid of all the green beer that they ordered. And so they're pawning
That sounds about right, yeah.
They're pawning off on us like $2 a pitcher, and then make the deal with us. Hey, if you'll just come inside and act like you're listening to the band, we'll give you free beer. So
we never went in.
God.
I got.
I remember him giving me a raw burger once.
Oh yeah, I got one of those.
And do you remember when we take the pitchers were too long for the long straws for the straws that they had, so we'd wedge 2 straws together end to end so that we could have a straw that would go to the bottom of the pitcher. And I don't know why we were using straws to drink beer anyway, other than we were just too lazy to lift the pitcher.
Well, actually, the theory is that if you drink beer from a straw, you'll get drunker quicker. I don't know if that's true or not.
They should.
I remember that theory too. I don't know if that's true or not.
Mythbusters should have
shot that one
been all over that one. But
do you remember that was the first time you ever had white gravy and fries?
And so it begins.
No.
Yeah, I mean, we were sitting there, and I was like, you know what sounds good? Some gravy and fries. And you go, that sounds awesome. And then Greg brings out some white gravy and fries, and you're like, what the fuck is this? I got some white gravy. He said, the gravy's supposed to be brown. I'm like, no, it's white. No, it's brown. And then you tried it, and you're like, holy shit, that's good. And then we always had fries and gravy.
White biscuits and gravy, biscuits and fries, or gravy and fries.
Yeah, but something about, I guess, in
Not
Canada,
same, but,
in Canada, I guess it was brown gravy and fries. It's how I understood it.
Yeah, it's beef gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beef gravy. Okay, yeah. But I remember you had never had white gravy and fries, and you were like, what the hell is that shit?
Still good.
No, that's
still
great.
good.
Oh, yeah, I learned a few things around here, right?
Ain't got to discriminate, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus. Right. Why has everything got to be black and white with you?
You know, I haven't had a good order of fries with
hang on, I got one for that.
With some country gravy in a while.
You ain't black. You ain't black.
There, take that.
Fair enough. I haven't had white gravy in ages. You brought us that. Jesus, you guys brought us a whole bunch of those little packets, but
yeah, I mailed some to you, didn't I?
Woof.
No, I sent.
Yeah, you sent me some. Bob brought a bunch.
So you need some more, then, right?
It's too much.
Oh
no.
Oh, you're done.
You've got too much gravy.
Yeah.
I wish there was some way I could find out how to send some Taco Bueno up there, but you would kill for some Bueno, wouldn't you?
Is that your jam?
Upset. I don't understand. Yeah, I love Taco Bueno. I don't understand the Atlantic Canadian palate. I don't get it. We all go to like Cuba or tropical locations and eat this food, and it's like, oh, it's so amazing, it's so good. We come back here like, let's open a restaurant, yeah. And they do it, and we eat there once and go, nah, that sucks. And then we never go back, and it shuts down.
Really?
And then the next year we go back to Cuba or Mexico or whatever.
How good would a Texas barbecue joint work up there?
Doesn't. That we've had one. Me, Megan, and I loved it.
Did they make good food?
They shut it down.
Really?
Yeah, I loved it. They had a big burrito. It was called a Big Rig Burrito. It was like a 1.5 pound burrito. It was fucking amazing. Gone.
What about like I don't know? Do y'all have like Chinese takeout places?
Yeah.
Well, we're just checking. He's asking.
We have power too.
I think they got stop signs too.
No, they've got red lights. And that blinking green messes with me.
But I understand where Bob's coming
from. That's right. The blinking green
stuff.
Means you can turn left.
Bob's saying a lot of stuff doesn't make it, but usually Asian food makes it about anywhere. If all these restaurants, you're talking about don't make it, what is a common restaurant where you're at? Well, what is something
Timmy's.
that stays?
Timmy's.
Timmy's and pizza, yeah.
What's Timmy's?
Coffee joints and pizza.
Tim Hortons.
Yep. Yeah. The coffee shop.
Okay, yeah. I went to one of those. I wasn't very impressed. So
they're, you shouldn't be.
They're like Starbucks, they're overrated.
They're not great.
Yeah.
I actually, I won't even.
No, Starbucks is good.
Tim Hortons is more like an old, maybe Winchell's Donuts or.
Yeah, yeah, I'd say that's.
You
but it's like an old Winchell's Donuts that thinks very, very highly of itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so right now, you and Megan's going to go out and eat. What is a chain restaurant that's there that you said has come there and people have liked and it stayed?
I'm thinking.
Right now, if you could go out and eat somewhere, what would it be?
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. We have that conversation every night.
The wife wants to know if you'll have Bob Evans.
No.
Okay.
Not Bob Evans.
Yeah, we ended up eating at a Bob
That's a
Evans.
furniture joint, isn't it?
No, it's actually they do sausage stuff, but they have their own line of restaurants, kind of like a Denny's.
I've been to them in Pennsylvania. And I know they're up in that part of the country.
Yeah, they have canned gravy.
Yeah,
canned sausage gravy.
We got IHOP.
You got IHOP? This sucks.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, no, it's not good. Okay, what's another one? I'll put him on the spot.
Well, we got McDonald's and all that stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, like there's no other chain restaurants or something that you find. Well, I guess what I'm reaching is
I'm not thinking of any.
Have you got like a Outback Steakhouse or Applebee's,
No.
Chili's?
Is it more like mom and pop type restaurants around where you're at? It's not really more chain type. Yeah. Okay, now you had mentioned like people going to Cuba and other places. They like all those
God,
foods.
I say that.
But they come back and they create a restaurant like what they've liked somewhere else, and it fails.
Yeah.
So what style of food actually makes it? I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Pizza.
Anything with poutine?
Pizza? That's awesome.
Pizza, yeah.
What'd you say, Bob?
Anything
Pizza,
with poutine?
I don't know, man.
Poutine?
Poutine.
We got...
Oh.
No, we have fads. There was a big burger thing that went for a while. And that's gone now. We had the
So Canada's trendy.
Cold Stone ice cream. Had that for a while. Then we had the Froyo, and that went away.
The Cold Stone Creamery, or Marble Slab.
They put that in. Yeah, they put that in all. Well, not in all, but a few select Tim Hortons, and that went away because.
So you're saying if, like for example,
30 below.
If we ripped up Monterey Jack's and took it to Canada and dropped it and opened the doors, you're saying it wouldn't last more than a week?
It'd last a month.
Maybe a month?
We've got this fancy taqueria, whatever it's called, taco place here.
Mm-hmm.
It's good, but it's fancy.
A fancy
charge
taco
you for
place?
everything?
We don't have Tex-Mex.
Oh,
we don't have Tex-Mex.
Oh, kind of like what's that called?
We've got legit Mexican joints, but that's not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same. Yeah, more fancy. Like they
I've
put
been to
corn in
Mexico.
potatoes, and they do all kinds of weird stuff.
Yeah.
Well, what was you've got Cora's.
Yeah, we got Cora's.
What's Cora's?
Cora's is a breakfast place. It's probably on par with Jimmy's Egg.
Oh, okay.
But they're really good.
Yeah,
Freeman's
they're
Little New
good,
York.
but it's that's a pizza joint.
Yeah, on the Beaver Bank Station.
It's just a restaurant. It's not a chain.
Yeah, Bob's looking up restaurants in your area.
You got the you got the Donair places.
Yeah, but they're also pizza places.
Yeah,
man, y'all got a lot of pizza places.
Pizza.
We've got a shit ton of pizza places.
You got the shawarma
Pizza
king.
Girl.
Is this?
We got what's that
fish
that
and
pizza
chips?
joint? Oh Christ, yeah. What's that pizza joint that you guys got down there?
See, I'd like that.
That I like so much.
What are
The
you
pizza
talking
joint they put banana peppers.
about?
The banana peppers. They put them in the pizza. Papa John's.
Yeah, Papa John's. Yeah.
Too much tomato sauce.
Yeah, we got one of those here,
Uh-huh.
and we go there. We have recently discovered how good Little Caesars is. Believe it or not.
Dude,
They've kind of upped their game a little bit over the past.
yeah, but what's really good right now that we always go to, it's called
Eagle One.
Eagle One. It blows them
Don't
out
have
of the
that.
water, and they're just as cheap. But that's really good. They've gotten really popular here. But yeah, Little Caesars.
It's great. I'm all about Little Caesars. I dig it. I'm in it.
So you got a barbecue
crazy
joint there called the East Coast Smokehouse.
I don't even know where that is. Never heard of it.
1053 Sackville Drive.
We've got what is it?
1053 Sackville Drive. 4 minutes.
Yeah, I know where that is, but I don't. That must be brand new. I've never heard of it.
East Coast Smokehouse, barbecue, deli, and catering.
Sorry, I didn't see that. The wife says, so basically nothing that makes you shit 10 minutes after you eat.
So no Himalayas.
Oh, we've got that too.
No Himalayas. Yeah, no shit. God, me and Bob went to a place called the Himalayas. It was an all-you-can-eat buffet of India food. And
I didn't make it out of the park.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Dude, well, there's one on the on 23rd Street that's badass. We go there all the time. But me and Bob stopped there because Andy was having surgery. She's getting her gallbladder taken out. So me and Bob went there to eat while she was in surgery. Man, he about shit himself the minute he left there. He calls me, dude, are you okay? Man, I don't know what's going on. He's off in some comic book store destroying their bathroom. And I end up back at the hospital.
Like you do.
I felt so bad that I actually bought stuff on my way out of there.
I get
it was
compensation.
I called Brian later that evening. I was like,
No, you called me about it just immediately afterwards, checking on me to see how I was doing. And I was like, no, dude, I'm fine. I'm good. And I was like, oh shit, hang on, dude. I'll call you back. And I ran to the bathroom, dude. I'm all holding my ass and just running down the hallway. It was awful. We've never been back.
yeah. I don't even know if that location is still open.
I don't know either, but this place, I forgot the one that we really like. Me and the wife go there all the time, and the food's always good. It's always fresh. It's great. I love it. I haven't been to any other place since that one. I'll even go to the one that.
Oh, we got Five Guys.
Oh,
Five Guys.
So you've got $20 burgers.
You got $20 hamburgers there. All right.
Oh, geez. Yeah, we had those before Five Guys, but yeah, now we got Five Guys. $20 burger.
I keep trying to get a White Castle.
I did not tip $25.
You did not. All right. We're trying to get I've been trying to get them to bring a White Castle here, and we ain't had no luck.
I don't think I've ever had White Castle.
It's good.
No, it's only good if you're drunk and it's the only thing open.
I enjoyed everyone I went to.
Like
the service
taco.
Was terrible. They're nasty as hell, but the food was good.
I mean, Harold and Kumar, they need to grow up and do something better with their life.
There was a point to that a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
But okay, so you got Dairy Queen.
You got a Dairy Queen?
Oh, I froze in a perfect spot. Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah. Damn. So you've got Dairy Queen and you got A&W.
We got Dairy Queen. Yeah. A&W's fantastic. Yeah.
Dude, they have the best root beer.
Okay, but down here, our A&W's are now merged together with Long John Silver's.
Yeah, so your fries taste like fish.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, damn near everything that you eat tastes like fish because whenever they're cooking fish, that proximity, everything tastes like fish.
That's right, yeah.
It's a bad idea, but they do it.
No. No, they're standalone here. We ain't got no Long John Silver's.
Yeah. I don't say how Long John Silver's would ever make it there. There's too much of that cool.
Oh, man, Hush Puppies are where it's at. They should just call it Hush Puppies.
Hush Puppies. Hush Puppy, have a biscuit. That's how they get.
But even when we would go down to like Halifax and stuff, I don't remember seeing a plethora of, named restaurants and stuff that you would find here.
No, there's not. We have like little sections where there might be some chain restaurants. I mean, we have what's that? Oh Jesus! I'm blanking on everything now. Eastside Mario's, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there's this what the hell's it called? It's like a Western themed place. I can't remember what it's called, but
you do have a lot of pubs.
I don't know. We have a lot of pubs. We're pizza joints and pubs, man.
But if your pizza joints serve good fish and chips, that
what else
counts.
do you need? That sounds pretty awesome.
Well, it's not bad. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just I find all the pizza here tastes the same.
It sounds like the area that you're in is a little more home, like local home, like small town type feel, is what I'm gathering from you.
Oh, absolutely.
See,
yeah, I tried to explain it. Well, no, when Bob was here. When Bob was
when Bob was there.
Yeah, I made the comparison that the city, that the town I live in, Sackville, is like a late 80s, early 90s Del City.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's getting better.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Well,
but I mean, it's that vibe.
Oh, that vibe. Okay, yeah. See, man, honestly, if I became a millionaire, I would probably move to a small town. I would want to get away from everything else.
Where do you live?
Choctaw.
Yeah, but that's not the same. I'm talking about.
I'm
talking about a small.
Watch
town.
out for those skyscrapers, man. They'll get you.
Yeah, I'm talking about a small town, something that a little more home feeling. You don't feel that in Choctaw. I'm already done with Choctaw. I'm done with them. They're already boring. I don't care
Shocker.
more. Yeah, I'm done with it, and I can't stand Midwest City. So sorry. I probably shouldn't have said that since, but anyways, I'm not a fan of it.
Considering your employer. Yeah. Good.
Yeah, but anyways, so like Hera, McLeod, maybe, possibly something really small. You heading out? Where you going, Bob? You got shit?
No.
Stillwater. There you go.
Bob's leaving.
Pawhuska.
Chris, quit staring at Brittany.
Well, I see boobies.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've got nothing more to add.
Yeah, you're not gonna get off here and leave me, are you?
I don't.
Because he just disappeared.
I don't know if I added anything at all ever.
No, honestly, dude, it was awesome having you on. I really enjoyed it. I was hoping we would get you on here.
Well, I enjoyed being on. I just wish we had more to say.
You've had plenty to say. Yeah, you told us a lot. We've talked about where you live. We've talked about the town around you. We've talked about your eating joints. We've talked about the past. We've talked about the future. We've talked about your dog. We've talked about a lot.
Jason's out, huh?
Yeah.
Like totally?
No. He's not totally out. Well, that we're aware of. I mean, I don't know what's going on. He's just he's the last couple weekends he's been out. Something's going on, but we just don't know what's going on. So, anyways, but he's all right.
Fair enough.
Here, you want to see him again?
You guys got a good dynamic.
Here. We'll do this. Hang on.
The three of you are a good dynamic.
Jason.
What? You should call him.
Jason.
Now, you know what?
You should call him. Tell him first time caller.
Yeah, he probably won't pick up. He never answers my phone calls. But he, what was I going to say? Shit, I forgot. Jason, first time caller. Jason. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's now since I played that little part right there, Bob's going to get mad because we just got a copyright strike. We're not in trouble, Bob.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Facebook's going to ban you.
Now, Facebook only gets mad at us when Jason types things on the screen that goes into the chat. He has said stuff like, suck my balls, and we got Bob's account canned for 3 days, and then he said something else in chat and got canned for another 4 days, and then we finally quit doing that. So YouTube's pretty open, as long as we're not like stupid, like way stupid. We're all right.
What's the D Live and what's the other one?
We're on D Live, which is kind of like a gaming channel.
Oh, Twitch.
It's like Twitch, but it's D Live. We actually have more. We have followers on D Live actually, which is amazing. I think we got 9 or 10. That's a few. We've YouTube, we do pretty good. What's interesting though, and I've explained this to Bob now because I'm always looking at the stats. We have like this little following over in France. I'm bad with the pronouncing the name of it, but it's a little town there that apparently we've got a decent percentage of somebody or a few people listen to us there. And we found that kind
people
of
learning English.
I guess so. And they're like, well, I hope they don't use it from us because they're going to come to America.
Because they talk slow.
Well, I think we understand. So anyways.
I can make sense out of them syllables.
So anyways, we got some there. We've had like 2 in Africa and you.
Well, that's random.
And I think there's another. I think there's somebody else in Canada. But no, we've got them all over the place. And it's been kind of interesting to watch the stats come through. I can't get a whole lot out of YouTube. I can kind of see what's going on, but I don't get a whole lot out of them. So, but the stats for the actual podcast part of just the audio, it shows a little bit of everything. So it's been pretty cool. Other than that, that's it, man. So, well, Bob is headed off, and we're already in. So I think we're going to call it. Us. Yeah, I think he. Bob, you about ready to go?
Yeah, we can go ahead and call it a night if you want. I forgot to let my pup in my office.
Oh shit! Poor doggy.
Yeah.
We have broke a record. We have gone on for almost 3 hours. So that's going to be about a 10. It's going to be about a 9 gig file. that I'm going to download. So.
You have to listen to it all again?
No, I just pull it into an editing program I got, and I do some snippets and cut a few things out, and then I turn it into audio, and then I put it up on the audio. Then I have to go into YouTube, and I have to edit the beginning of that and change a few things and do a few things. And,
you know what?
I have to do some graphics.
Something just hit me.
Ooh.
I'm going to listen to this. And that's stressing me out.
All right, so what is your preferred time to listen? Do you just driving down the road?
Yeah, I just listen to it at work.
Okay. Do you listen to every bit of it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, at least we got one person that does that.
Okay, so you know who
Well, I would only listen to half of it.
You know who Anthony Bourdain is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever watch any of his TV shows or anything?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Did you see the movie that he had out about a month and a half ago about a documentary on his life?
No.
Okay. It's interesting because I found his whole story compelling, and he wrote a book that started his whole I guess his lifestyle fame, whatever. It was called Kitchen Confidential.
Yeah, I read that. Yeah.
Well, okay, here's the thing. They've got it on Audible now, so you can actually listen to it, and he's the one that is telling the stories in the book. So instead of just reading it and hearing his voice in your head while you're reading it, he's the one that's actually
that's pretty awesome.
And so it's like 9 hours worth of Anthony Bourdain in your ear, just cracking you up with a bunch of the stories that he's talking about in his early days. He's at the kitchen and there's a bridal party at a restaurant, and he's just like he's one step up above the dishwasher, and the guy running the broiler just talking to the bride. The next thing you know, he's running out the back door with the bride, banging her by the trash cans while the rest of the bridal parties.
God, really?
Oh, yeah.
A girl that just got married?
Yes.
Wow, what a whore.
Yeah, they left the reception to go have dinner. And
she's a keeper.
Good Lord. That would be awful knowing that my wife did that. Especially I got to find out in a book.
Well, you served dinner at your wedding reception.
Yeah.
See, that may be the difference.
Hey-oh.
But yeah, so I'm taking the pup to the vet today, and the vet's they're remodeling. They took advantage of the whole COVID situation, and they're remodeling their entire office. So what they've done is they say, okay, everybody's just stay in your car. We've got construction going on. We'll come pick up your pets, haul them inside, do whatever we need to, and we'll bring them back to you. So I'm sitting in the car. They told me they were going to have to work her in because she wasn't originally scheduled to go. I just didn't want a long weekend to happen before she got in to see them, and so I'm sitting out in the car. I'm probably waiting for about an hour, maybe a little longer, and so I'm just plugging in Anthony Bourdain's Kitchen Confidential, and that is just the best listen whenever you're just sitting there and nothing else is going on, but you got to pay attention or you'll miss stuff, and his exploits whenever he was a kid and first starting in the restaurant business, it's just awesome. He definitely lived.
I remember him working in a crab shack in Boston or something like that.
Well, it wasn't.
Or was that Long Island or something?
I think they called it the Point. But it wasn't Boston. It was someplace that they said that it was like a. The geography resembled a fish hook, and the place he was at was
Cape Cod
was right at the Point. That may have been it.
Yeah,
and
something like that. Yeah,
it's just awesome.
Yeah. I don't remember anything about it other than that, but
yeah,
one of those random tidbits.
Yeah.
No, I listen to a lot. I used to listen to audiobooks all the time.
Yeah,
but stop. Eddie Izzard, he has his autobiography, and he narrates the whole thing. But he just starts telling stories. He's like not reading the book anymore. He's just telling stories randomly.
Are you serious?
It's so hard to listen to, but it's hilarious. Oh, it's great. It's just like he's in the car with you, talking to you, telling you stories.
Well, that's kind of how this one deals with Anthony Bourdain. Whenever I originally saw it on Audible, I thought it'd be somebody else narrating, and I didn't think it'd be that good. But whenever I read that he was actually the one narrating, I was all in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they had a controversy in that movie, the documentary, because there was a couple of minutes or 30 seconds, something, that they took one of the letters that he wrote and they actually managed to use AI to simulate his voice reading the letter that he wrote. And it turned into some big
heard
thing.
about that.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, there's questions about what you can do with that.
Well, yeah. They're calling them deep fakes, where you're actually they're able to actually take somebody else's face and point and mimic the faces, voice, everything. So it's getting to a point that you don't know whether what you're seeing is actually real.
Yeah, they're getting pretty good at it. Like I think they've done one of Obama, and they've done one of other people, of other actresses and actors and stuff, and people are like, "What the hell?" But yeah.
Yeah,
they could have done Trump's entire presidency and just made him look smart. But
that was good, very good.
There'd have been a long list of people working tirelessly
to make
that happen.
That would take a lot.
You need whole.
I mean, it wouldn't take much effort to make him look smarter than what he is. It would just take a whole long effort to make him look smart.
Well, hey, then those same people could probably make Biden look like he's awake. That would work also.
Make him look like he's younger.
There we go. I got to get my kick in there. Okay. Chris, hey, bud, it was awesome having you on. We'd like to have you on again. You up for it?
He's going to wait until he plays back this show to see how he sounds.
Yeah, he's going to listen to it. Oh, God, he's going to cringe.
I don't have high hopes.
Hey, man, I think you've done a great job. And guess what? You made your first appearance on YouTube that you're aware of.
Shit. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're on YouTube.
Ooh, do I get a plaque?
Somewhere there's 3 girls on a couch missing you right now.
Where's Chris? Yeah, you're on Twitch.
I'm not watching Baywatch, though.
Yeah, you've been on Twitch. You've been on D-Live, YouTube, and Facebook tonight. So, cool.
Oh. Yay. Well, only 4 people know about it, so it's all right.
Actually, we've got about 2,000.
7 if you count us.
About 2,000 right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So. Lies and
do you believe me? Hey, we got hundreds and hundreds of possible people that could be watching this show.
We've got ones and twos of listeners.
Yeah.
Chris, there are billions of people that may play this back at some point in their life.
Yeah. Hey, we can. Oh,
sure. Yes. What was that? Infinity monkeys and infinity typewriters and Shakespeare or something like that.
Right. Time to go.
We got to go, Chris.
All right. On that note, all right. Later, y'all.
All right. Later, bud. Bye.
Bye.
All right, folks. We are out of here. You have a good night. We'll take care. Ooh, boo. This is nasty over here. We got to go. See y'all later. Bye.
Thanks for stopping by for a drink. I hope you enjoyed hanging out. Next time, invite some friends. Like and subscribe so you won't miss out the next time we are at the bar.
What's up? That felt pretty good, right?
That was great.